Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. We are here. It's another Wednesday, so that means we're here for another beat and greet. You think I'm alone? No, you're wrong. I got a fucking guest in the back. He's warming up in the green room. He's getting his fucking synth fingers ready. You know, drinking his drink, hydration check. He's a monster from Wavecraft Collective. That's where I known him from. He's a man of fitting in a lot of places now. A lot of people are catching on to the tunes, rightfully so, deservingly so, and without further ado, let me just bring out the man, and we could hear from him himself. This is motherfucking Fryar out here. Let's go. What's up, my guy?
Yo, good to be on the show.
Oh, well, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you doing this. You know, we're all quarantined up and celebrating from afar, but you know, it's always a pleasure when I run into you, as sparse as it is, as it usually is, but it's always dope. So now I'm glad we get to do this online. You know,
Dude, who would have thought, man?
Say it again.
Who would have thought, man? I remember playing. We played a show at Surge in Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
That's the last time we probably saw each other.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Nice little intimate show down in Charlotte. I think it was like when Electric Forest or something big was going on too. Because I remember most of like the main squad that I've played to in Charlotte wasn't there, but you know, you guys fucking showed up in full force. And what is most of your squad from Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's where most of Wavecraft is from. Yeah.
And did you all just like grow up knowing each other, or is it like just getting into the music brought you together, or what's the Wavecraft story you guys got?
Yeah, man. So we all went to the same high school pretty much.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like we all knew like we liked this kind of music from like the get-go, and it was just about who could flex harder on each other the most when it came to making it. You know, it's like all of us started at different times producing, but we all knew that we wanted to start producing. So like I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna be the best out of all of us.
Oh shit, man! So is it?
It was like not competition, but it was toxic in a way at first. At least for me, because I'm toxic. I was right. Yeah. So then we grew up a little bit. I was like 16, you know, and trying to show my friends like, hey, I'm this cool producer. Like I was super lame, you know. But we had fun, you know, like we would write like really stupid songs and like release like little B kind of freestyles and stuff like that. And we would still try to make dubstep, but we weren't like good enough to really understand what dubstep was and like make it, you know. We just like kind of had a simple kick and snare hip hop beat.
Okay. And were you always on Ableton? All of you guys?
No. So I was on FO Studios for like 5 years. And then like Dugash, he's in the label. He's always been on Logic. Houston or Human, I didn't meet him until my freshman year of college. And dude, and he's been an Ableton boy ever since he started. So I didn't switch to Ableton until like my sophomore year of college.
Oh damn! Well, like it's crazy because I feel like when I think of like the Wavecraft squad, it's like maybe it's because I met you guys around the same time, but it's like you and Human too. Maybe because you guys have so many collabs together too. But did you guys just like hit the ground running, or like what did you guys just click super on music once you guys met each other, or like what was the process there? Because you guys do have would you say you have more tunes with him than anybody right now, or?
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. Like out of anybody I've worked on music with, like it's always been Houston that I worked on the most shit with, and the person I always go to first when it comes to like, you know, an idea that I have for a collab. And it's wild because like he used to live basically our college was like right between where we used to live at. So like it was like a midway point. So like he would either come over to my house or I'd come over to his house. And we just work on stuff like for like 4 hours after class.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was tight, bro.
Is it still like that? Or you guys?
Nah, dude, he lives in Asheville now, and I'm still in Myrtle Beach. So I literally during quarantine, I drove up like 5 hours just to stay at his house and work on music.
Oh shit! Is that how far the two are?
Yeah, from Asheville, North Carolina, and Myrtle Beach. Yeah, it's a
Bro,
nice drive though, dude.
I remember like doing a couple shows in North Carolina and all in the same weekend too, man. And it'd be like 7 hours over here, 7 hours over here, and then
Yeah.
a couple 3 hours up. And it's, dude, I didn't realize how big that fucking state was, man. It's insane. Is the musical like talent spread out? I mean, I know Asheville is known for the fucking for just being a musically and artistically like affluent place, but what about Myrtle Beach and stuff? Are you guys pretty much the scene over there? How is it?
Yeah, it's Myrtle Beach is kind of it's just because of the culture we have in Myrtle Beach. It's a tourist town, and it's also like very a retirement central spot. You know,
Oh
people, a
yeah.
lot of Northerners come down here to retire. So like, we only have country music shows and stuff like that. So like Wavecraft, the point of Wavecraft was really to try and start like quotation waves in South Carolina, but it's so hard to do that, man. You know, to have a homegrown movement. So it takes a big team and a lot of support and working with other people. So like we are our only culture or scene down here in Myrtle Beach, pretty much.
So you like guys try to take that outwards and like you feel like it's better. I mean, Charlotte is a pretty big music city. I feel like down there too. You think it's been like a goal to like move outwards, or are you guys really trying to set like claim the stake in Myrtle Beach? Because I think that's important too, you know. And Charlotte wasn't probably not always that way either, you know. I know Soma, they had to do a lot of groundwork to
Yeah.
fucking get things going over there too, man. So I don't know if Myrtle Beach is like it's got potential, or it's just you guys are moving on to bigger, better things. Is that why humans in Asheville too, or
To be honest with you, Wavecraft is kind of moving in a new direction with like it. So when I reference Wavecraft now, I'm really talking about like Dugash and like Young Ghost and like the fellows that do the live stream on Facebook all the time. Like I don't
yeah,
know if you know Drew and Skylar. They do like a live stream every Tuesday,
yes
and
sir.
like those are honestly the guys that are like pushing Wavecraft forward. Like I've been less active recently just because of my output hasn't been there, and I haven't been able to contribute as much as I want to. And same with Houston, dude. Like it's we just been kind of focusing our own individual direction at this point, while they really are like just pushing Wavecraft forward. So as far as whenever I talk to them, they tell me, you know, their goal is still to put on really underground artists that they think like just have phenomenal music, and like you know, artists that have like 200 followers on SoundCloud that they think they can, you know, showcase their sound to a larger audience. You know, that's their goal right now, and
Definitely.
hopefully to keep pushing the scene like I mentioned in South Carolina, and just putting on like we were putting on a lot of shows in South Carolina, like in Columbia,
Hmm.
like we had some in Charleston. So I think that's what the plan was this year, but obviously COVID messed like everything up for that. So you know.
Yeah, I mean they do. They've they've been a pretty big like digital presence too. You know, and I think you just had a single release with them too. So are you're not like moving away from them? You're just kind of doing watching them from afar, kind of maybe just kind of letting them take Wavecraft in their own direction, and maybe not. Maybe you expand outwards as well. Is that what you're saying? Because I mean, you're still working together, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you're saying. Yeah, it's like Wavecraft, like those are all my best friends. They're all my boys. Like it's just that I definitely have, like you said, like I'm still releasing with them because that's where I started. Like they're my home label, but also have commitments to other people that take time away from that. You know, that's really what it is. You know,
Yeah.
like I have commitments to Electric Hawk, then also have commitments to other artists I'm working with and other labels. So that can get in the way when it comes to, you know, having a home label
That's
and that
true.
right.
Well, you've done like a pretty good job of not defining their sound too, because I think that's a collective thing. That's like a lot of you guys have done that. Maybe even just getting better as producers together. I think that you guys have all like have not a similar sound, but you guys have the Wavecraft sound. You know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah.
distinct, and you guys aren't the only ones that are gonna. You kind of pass the baton in that way. You by you not being the only one on that label, or you not being the focus of that label too. Like you're opening the door for a lot of people who are also making these kinds of music with way less followers too, to fucking get a little bit of shine through the Wavecraft platform as well. And I think that's fucking dope too, because there's so many, like doing the beat and greets, there's so many of these fucking people who just are making crazy tunes. And that was the same way I felt about you when I first heard you and Human and stuff. And I'm like, bro, these dudes are fucking insane. Like the
dude,
the grasp that they got, like at such a low, like, you know, just because they're sticking with their squad and just like, you know, keeping their heads down. It's fucking nuts, you know. And it's dope to hear that you're kind of like lifting off that platform too now, you know. And are you building something on your own? Are you focusing on more collaborations with other people outside of Wavecraft, or how are you doing so?
Yeah, so first off, thank you. And here, give me 1 second so I can turn on a light so you can actually see me. 1 second.
It's nocturnal. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. A whole new world. Oh, wow. You're pasty now.
Dude, yeah, I'm pale as a fucking ghost, man.
I think I got like the contrast up too, you know, to make up for that. So you're just super light. Oh shit, man. So yeah, are you working with any new collaborators, like to redefine your sound or like push forward? Or because I noticed the new tune is pretty like cinematic in a way, you know. I mean, have you always had that in our tune hieroglyphic? It's kind of like that too. It's like not just build up drop, which I feel like a lot of people fall victim to. It's like you're putting way more of like a storyline into the tunes. Is that something you're actively working on?
Yeah, I think I really found a happy medium with how I found direction with my music, and I really found how I want my music to perform in a live performance setting, and also like how it can translate well just listening in your car or on headphones, right? And like I don't try to build my songs with the idea of like first drop, second drop breakdown, you know, like even though like you kind of have to have some formula to have it make sense live, but I definitely try to go for more of a feeling than more of a like a structure EDM, like this is what it's supposed to be like, you know, like if it doesn't strike some kind of like nostalgia or like feeling or like energetic, like, you know, it doesn't get me hyped and shit, then I don't like continue it when it comes to like a work in progress or something, you know.
Yeah. So what about like the intros and stuff like that? Like, does that come from the same kind of vibe, or do you like work on two different things? Maybe the drop in one day, and then the intro, and then, you know, work on combining them, or does that all flow naturally too?
Dude, it depends on the track, but most of the time, like the tracks I make the most progress on when I'm starting like a new idea is like starting at the drop, and then working backwards, and then working forwards, like you know.
Yeah. No, definitely. I'm kind of the same way. I used to be the opposite. I used to be really good at intros, and now it's like I just start with the drop kind of area, and now I suck at intros kind of, you know?
Yeah, dude. Intros are hard because it's like I feel like you can get like such a cool idea for an intro, and like it just most of the time for me, I can't translate that into a drop. Like I can't match the energy I put into like the build and the intro and shit into a drop, and I don't know. But I can do it easily, vice versa, right? Like, I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird, man. And I wonder with you too, because like, you know, a couple of your tunes, even the last EP, what was the one you released like 4 or 5 months ago?
A Lost in Translations. Is that what it is?
Is that what? Is that okay? What does it have? Does it have a song with the S in it? What's the name of one of the songs? I could look it up right now. I thought I had it on the tip of my tongue. I thought it started with an S, but that particular song, I think, is fucking nutty too, man. It's just like you blend like a, I don't know if you've ever gone through like your sound design sessions, and it sounds like perfect, but like something is off like just by a little bit or something. And for me, I fixate on those things, and I like gotta fix it. But then when I hear someone like Yeti or even someone, let me figure out the tune. It's I think it was Signal Error. It could have been Satellite though. But that shit was it's just such a wonky, like offbeat, and somehow it still makes sense to dance to, man. That's I don't know, it's just kind of fucking nuts because I can never nail that, you know? It's always like I gotta quantize it or some kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is that from like the inspirations you guys have fucking like learned from or something, or is that you guys have been all sharing that together? Like how long have you been doing this for? Wait, let me just start off there. How long have you been producing
Yeah.
for?
So I've been making music, electronic music, for like 8 or 9 years, and I started on like this free software called Audio Tool, which is like this fucking. It was pretty fucking dope. It had a ton of potential to be really cool, and it is really cool. It was like the software that had a DAW inside of it. Like you just go audiotool.com. It had all this free like instruments, like synthesizers and drum machines and shit. Um, and I made music on that. Then you would post it, and it would have like a SoundCloud community that would go and like the song that also like made music in that like .com DAW, right? So like that was pretty dope. I was on that for 2 years. Then like I was on FL for 5 years, and well, it's been about 9 years. So I've been on Ableton for about 2 years now.
Oh shit. Damn. So
Yeah.
have you thought that Ableton is like is that the best DAW that you've been on right now, or is that a subjective kind of thing to say?
I mean, all right. So like I like to be the I like to come off as Ableton as master doll, bro. Like, like master race, you know. But I think it's obviously subjective to who is the producer, and I think everybody can agree on that. Like this, like despise all like the ego and the meme that goes into like arguing about what doll is better. I think it all depends on what kind of artist you want to be, how well you know your doll, etc. But I do think for me personally, Ableton is like perfect, like the perfect program for how I like to make music.
No, for real. Is
Yeah.
that like this particular style of music too? Because you said you kind of did some like rap beats and rapping. And I notice a lot of people stick with FL for rap beats, and it's they do Ableton as well. But is it been your style of music is best on Ableton, or just all around you think it was better?
Dude, I think so. My thing with FL, I think FL is the best friend, I think it's the best doll for somebody to get started producing on. And I think it's one of the dolls that's like, it's very easy to learn, but it's insanely hard to master, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Right?
for
Like,
real.
I think there's some really cool shit it has going in it, but just the fact that it has a drum sequencer right when you load it up with it's super easy to just throw a drum pattern down. But like in an Ableton, you kind of have to go through these additional steps and processes to get there. But you just drag and drop, and I don't know. I feel like it's more user friendly. Yeah.
No, it's like in terms of like making something and like making your own little like templates and like all that kind of shit, dude. Ableton it's insane, dude. And mastering, you even say the word mastering Ableton. It's almost like that's a double entendre. Like that's not even a thing. Can you master something? I feel like even the masters are still learning every day too, and they're figuring out things. And it's like, who's the one at the beginning of that wormhole who's like actually like figuring that, like if Mr. Bill is still out here and he's like the wizard to us, technical Ill Gates, he's like a wizard. They're still like figuring these things out actively. Who's above them that's coding these things?
Right.
Like, that's some.
There's levels to this shit. It's insane, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
Like who are those guys? Like we got to give those guys a pat on the back, because they know what we need so much that they've programmed things to like do it for us, and things that we don't even know how to like 100% really utilize at this point.
Yeah. It's almost like humans giving monkey a tool,
Yeah.
and like the monkey's just fucking like hitting some shit over the head with it, and they're just like, damn, this is useful for this. But like the human's like, what an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
you can do all these other things. I feel like that's a good analogy.
Yeah, so who's making it? Like aliens then?
Yeah.
Is that like who made Ableton?
Yeah, right.
Digital Alien Workspace? Is that what DAW stands for? Because what the fuck is that? That's insane,
I
man.
don't know, bro.
No, that's a good analogy too with the monkeys, man. Because like, who's given us these tools and just like, let's see what they can make? Because what are they making? But I mean, I guess someone like what's his name, Richard Devine, or a couple of those really techie synth guys. They could make a patch like they could make a patch to save their life. But
Yeah.
are they gonna be the ones that are selling out the studios or bringing or even inspiring people to pick up these DAWs, because at the end of the day, like, you have to be a techie and be really deep into it to even know people like that, and people who are
Yeah, no,
contributing
exactly.
these things. So
Yeah.
I mean it's all I guess contributes to it, but we need to fucking unplug that cork and just see who's fucking on the other end of making Ableton and these like plugins and shit, because there's at least 50% of Ableton plugins I don't even use or don't utilize as much as I should be. And you find yourself doing that, or you use mostly stock plugins or
Dude,
VSTs or what?
I'm so cheap and broke that I like am defaultly have to use. So whenever I collab with people, they just hate on me, bro. Like, yo, why are you using like Ableton's Reverb? Like, yo, why are you not using Pro Q? Like, yo, why don't you own Isotope? Like, I'm like, dog, because it is expensive, bro.
It's $200 for a fucking compressor,
Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean? Like, I'm just gonna slap a glue compressor on it. So uh
That's even cooler though. I mean, because your
yeah.
sound is so fucking like, it sounds like analog. It sounds like you need a fucking Moog or something. Do you use analog gear or
I
hardware?
wish. I really wish.
Really?
No, yeah, yeah. I think I'm a slave to Serum.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, I use Serum and Operator for like all of my sound design, and like, it's definitely a crutch, but it's definitely like my most like my strongest like asset as a producer right now is like, really knowing the ins and outs of both of those. So,
Is that what most of your bases are made on? Those
dude,
operator?
yeah,
Oh wow. Oh
yeah,
shit.
bro.
So
Operator and Serum.
who has the does Human have the rack? Does he have a Euro rack?
Dude, yeah, Human had everything at one point, and then he sold it all like
Oh
a bitch.
shit. Damn, man. What did he do? He bought a house, right? I think recently he bought a house. Is that what he's doing it for? The house fund?
I think it's partly that, then also me and him discussed it, right? Less is more. I think in a lot of what we find out in life, like, without getting too philosophical and bullshit, but I think we talked about, he like walked into his studio and just like be overwhelmed, feeling like he had to use every like piece of hardware he had in there, like, in a session, and just like he felt like he could get more done and be more creative with less hardware, maybe just like one piece of hardware and that's it. So like, I think he sold his Moog 37
Oh shit.
or Moog 37. Then he also was building a Make Noise like rack,
Oh
Euro
yeah.
rack, and I
Yeah.
think he like got rid of that too. So like, it was like a dope. No, like, that's the thing. Like, I think I just feel like some people like Noisa or like other people like EPROM can get like super cool shit, and even you, dude, out of like hardware, and other people feel almost like they're limited in a sense of what they can do with it, and they don't feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know.
No,
Yeah.
100%, and it's crazy because like that's why I asked you if you have analog gear too, because you guys
Mm-hmm.
both not have like a similar not the same sound, but like a similar style to where it's almost like you would be making it off of the analog gear. At least that's what I thought in my mind. It's so warm and
Oh,
and textured like that. Like it almost does. It sounds like it comes from like an old Mini Moog or some shit like that, or Sub Fatty or something. So like to hear its operator, I think that's really like motivating to people who, like you said, don't have the ability to buy a fucking Euro rack or even buy like
mm-hmm.
VSTs. Like that shit is still in Ableton. It came with fucking Ableton 8, or an Ableton 7 or
Yeah.
whatever operator came like that. That shit's been like that for as long as I've been producing.
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's super simple. Yeah. I mean, I thank you. You've been complimenting a lot, and I know Houston definitely appreciates all the nice words, but like, it's it's super dope, and I think it's something people should do with sound design. Like, when they feel like they can't like go further with the sound, is go further with it by like, adding a different distortion unit post operator, or like setting up macros with operator. Like, you can get so much cool shit just out of like the simplest of tools. And
Dude.
I mean, analog synths are pretty fucking simple, bro. Like, the only stuff that gets complicated is the racks that you can make, I think.
You know what? Actually, that is dumb true once you think about it. There's like this
Yeah,
big, they're put on a pedestal, like
yeah,
analog, and it's really just an oscillator and maybe like a little bit of weird little tech, of personal tech that they put in there and
yeah.
warming and stuff. But yeah, no, that's nuts because to be honest, then the mini moogs and all these shits that EPROM is making these new sounds with, all these sounds that are blowing our minds and stuff like that. They've been capable of doing those things for fucking ever, for years.
Yeah,
An
yeah,
operator
yeah.
too has been capable of making the sounds that you're making today, but we just didn't even know how to even tune into those sounds. So like, it's kind of wild how much of a blank slate it is, and it continues to be, and we just build on top of it and build on top of it. Like, who knows where the fuck this could go? It's nuts.
Dude, that's so true. It's um, like it's funny, yeah. Like you'll look at an analog synth and like it'll have either a sine wave, a triangle wave, a square wave, or a saw wave as your options.
That's it.
And like these people are getting the craziest shit out of it, or the simplest stuff, and it sounds super clean. And like people overthink it in the software, I think, and like they don't think they can achieve those results. Which I think there's a clear difference between analog sounding stuff and software sounding stuff, but you can still achieve something pretty similar. You just
Definitely.
kind of have to like analyze it. But dude, speaking of, is there any like hardware that you really like right now, or like you're working with?
Um, I've actually been trying to stick back to the basics too. Like I was getting into the point where I'm like, I gotta get this analog synth that I never even pulled the trigger on anything, but it was the Behringer D series, which is like pretty
Okay.
much like a rip off mini Moog or a is it a mini Moog or a sub fatty or one of them? I don't know. It's like a fake one of those. Um,
Uh,
and Behringer, they
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of just like take somebody else's product and make a cheaper version of it. But I mean, it works, dude, and I've gotten some really good fucking sounds from it and stuff. But in terms of sound design now, I'm trying to go back operator and just I've been looking into phase plant though. I've been looking into phase
Face
plant.
plant is so dope.
Yeah, I was
I think
watching
it's
someone
dope.
work with it today, and I was like, I might have to get it.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
sick, man. It's
cause
sick. I don't know, dude. I'm so used to Serum's like LFO tool shit that like phase plants LFO tool is almost like if you ever use Massive,
yeah, definitely.
that's how it is with its
Oh
LFO stuff.
shit.
It's like with Massives. Yeah, you can't you can draw, but it's more like it's less automative is probably a better way to say it.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I like every once in a while getting a new tool, whether it be like the compressor or what, and just getting excited about like producing again, because I think that helps. When I get into a little slump or something, then I start fucking with something new, and it just gets me re-inspired. Even to work on something, or it always leads to like a breakthrough of music. I feel like I'm in a slump or something, and as much as I say, oh, I want to revert back to this or that, I get something like Duck or even like a little compressor VST, and I'm like, I'm motivated again. So you got to
Yeah,
keep
dude.
buying little toys.
For sure, dude, for sure.
I've definitely gone the cheap way though. I haven't. I
You
haven't.
know, you know, Oh no, no, the cheap way. No, I
No.
think everybody takes the cheap way. You're a
Yeah.
fucking liar if you don't say you've ever taken the cheap way. Fuck you, bro. You think you're better than me?
Ooh, fucking two
But
$2,000 cents and shit. Nah,
yeah, right.
I ain't trapping that
Um,
hard.
nah, dog. None of us are flexing that hard.
Fuck, man.
But dude, you know what toy I think I made the most of recently?
What do you use?
So I do use some external plugins. I use like Soothe 2 is a really good one
Ooh,
for mixing.
for real?
Yeah, then also Crystallizer. All right, from Sound Toys. If you ever check that shit out,
Nah.
it's dude super dope. Like probably it's how G Jones makes a lot of his effects in his songs. It's like this. It's a reverse grain delay, and
Reverse grain.
yeah, yeah. So like that part in like that look in your eye where it has like this like where the vocal hits, it's like that look in your eye, and like it has this crazy like
Yeah.
expansion. Yeah, like that's what Crystallizer does.
Oh, it's like kind of like an arpeggio, kind of, or no?
Almost, it's like this delay that adds like, fuck, dude. It's hold on.
Damn, yo, I gotta look at this because who made it?
Sound toys. I bought it for like $25 when they had a sale. Yeah,
Oh
yeah. It
shit.
normally like sells for like 100 plus.
Oh shit, man. Someone was saying
Hmm.
something about Ozone being on sale today too. I don't know if it was the full thing or just one or two of them, but I caught that in passing too, man. But I mean, hey, anyone else got some fucking VSTs over here? Let us know, man. If it's deal Wednesday, let us know, bro. I'm down to scoop up something. But crystallize, yo, that sounds interesting. I might have to put that on a wish list.
Yeah, it's
Sound
it basically a grain delay, but like it's basically like Ableton's grain delay. Like I think chat was mentioning it, like Aptic and chat was saying something about, but it's that, but like with way more control, like he was saying. But like I just found way better use of it than Ableton's grain delay. Ableton's grain delay like acts funky sometimes, and like I don't know, I don't get good results from it. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
so pick or choose, man. Like maybe 3 out of 10 times I'm getting like a decent. If not, I'm just getting rid of the grain delay after 2 or 3 minutes of fucking around with it, and then just
yeah,
like calling it a day. But I get some
exactly,
some
yeah.
good shit, some good cool delays off of it. But most of the time, yeah, I gotta check this crystallizer out though, man, because 25 bones, that's a steal. That's
Dude,
a
no,
steal,
yeah,
bro.
bro, like throw it on everything, and then just like resample or something. Like it's so gas.
Is it like a
Yeah.
granulator in a way then? Like, is it kind of like one of
Um,
those?
it's so like it will delay shit, then granulate shit out to make it seem like you put it in a granulator. But you can also like in the same way of granulate, how you can pitch stuff up like by semitones
Yeah.
in a way. But you have this option to splice it to like, dude, it's so hard for me to. I would literally just have to show you something
Hey,
like,
fuck it.
uh,
All right.
like,
Well,
like,
I got homework to do then. That's all it is. I got
dude,
homework to do.
nah, you got some homework, man. I want to show you after. I want to show you after stream and just like be like, yo, like,
Dude.
this is what, yeah, this is the truth.
Did you have you used it on any of your tunes recently? Is it on
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's on noise in my ear. I use it on a lot of those effects and also the vocal work I did in that song is
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I was going to think it was going to be on, honestly, cuz it does have that kind of crazy, like, I guess delay. Delay is literally what it is,
Hmm.
but hell yeah, man. That's fire, dude. And what kind of games you playing on when you're not doing all this? I heard you're a big
Shit, you already
RuneScape guy,
know.
huh?
You already know. Yeah, boy, 99 strength.
I seen Pizza Drew walk in here. That's Annex too, man. And I saw him giving you congrats on the 99 strength before too. So I figured I had to mention it. It's a big achievement, bro. That's huge.
Dude, whenever I was a kid and like people would ask me about like my RuneScape, like I would flex in front of my friends, like, yo, I just like got a rune plate body and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I
Like,
literally know what you're saying, but I went back
yeah,
on my shit too, because I was flexing. I went back and I guess it's RuneScape 3. It gives you
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the account that you used to play on. I guess they just upped it, RuneScape, and then they just naturally went. If you wanted to play the old school RuneScape, you had to start a new fucking account. So I went on my RuneScape
Trash.
3
Yeah.
account, and I thought I was like a boss on this. I spent so much time as a kid, bro. I had like 40 range. I was like, what am I
Ah,
talking about?
shit.
I could just put on the fucking green dragon hide. I thought I was
Yeah.
badass. That was my big achievement as a kid, though. I'm like, green dragon hide body, baby. We're here. We made it.
Hey, we made it. We made it.
Shit, man.
Nah, RuneScape's fun, bro. I spend most of like, all right, so like whenever I'm not making music or I'm not at work, I'm like either hanging out with friends, but or like playing RuneScape because RuneScape's the perfect game to AFK. Like you don't have to give it your full attention to have fun with it, right? You can
Yeah.
be doing like anything else while you're playing RuneScape. So like, I'm either like watching YouTube videos, listening to music or some shit, or just like big chilling playing RuneScape. And like that's why it's addicting. And so it's a consistent game to not get burned out on, I think.
Yeah.
So either that or like Fall Guys is that dude. Like, have you played that shit?
Yeah, I've been playing
Yeah.
recently. It's fun. It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, it's so much fun, bro. It's so much fun. I haven't got a W yet. Have you?
No, still no, man. I was
Yeah.
so close yesterday. Like, so fucking close, man. Ugh. I just like I got hit one last time with the hammer trying to get the crown, but I still haven't got the dub. We working on it
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're working on it. But yeah, that's what I like about RuneScape too, and also Fall Guys. It's like I don't have to play it constantly, especially Fall Guys. It's like you play 3 or 4 games and you're good for a little bit too. You know, it scratches that game itch that I always have, man. And like it started with RuneScape, to be honest. That being the first fucking like MMO and game in particular that I just got addicted to. I feel like it's been a downhill slope ever since. I've been fighting this addiction off.
Dude, same, bro. Like people, all right. Well, first off, people hate on RuneScape for its graphics. I feel like,
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like shut the fuck up. Like play the game. It's fun. Like you know, people don't get it. It's like people say like people like the game because of its nostalgia. Like you only liked it if you played it as a kid. Is usually like the argument I hear.
Yeah.
And like I think there's some truth to that, but I also think like people fetishize like graphics a lot with video games now. You know, like a game could have really good graphics, but its gameplay is like boring and like it doesn't really itch that itch, right? And I think RuneScape really hits it. Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah, there's so much you could do. Like I still haven't even explored the whole world too. I actually just got members for the first time like in my entire life, like a couple weeks ago. Dude, as a kid, I was a never member. This is a whole nother game, dude. There's potions that I never had. There's so much shit, dude. Places I couldn't go. Quests I didn't know about. It's a whole new world, baby.
Yeah, Unreal Sound says people think graphics make the games are doing it wrong, in my opinion. I agree, dude. I agree. I think graphics definitely add a lot to a game, but if you're marketing for a game is strictly on like graphics, how good the graphics are, you know, like it's probably not going to be a good game.
Yeah, dude.
I think.
Come on. I mean, it's all about, like you said too. It's like with music too. It's like what stands the test of time, and it might not be the most like aesthetically pleasing thing to look at, but I could listen to some things from fucking 1999 and still be like, holy shit, this was made in 1999. I heard someone make Derek Carter. He's like a fucking house musician. He was posting it on his Twitter today. A beat from '88. I was like, what? I was even a thought in '88, bro. Like, dude, I was not even in somebody's nut in '88. That shit. Like, it wasn't that good either. You know what I mean? It was like it was pretty basic. I feel like it'd be someone's first beat, or like someone if they make something off a mobile app, it would be like that. But yo, the fact that you're doing it in '88, I think that has to say something too. And the fact that RuneScape is not only still like prevalent and got a good fan base, but it's still like actively recruiting new people too. Like did you play? You said you played when you were young. I feel like there's a couple people that like it's even older than them at that point, you know, and they're playing it, they're getting into it, and that's got to say something about the game.
Yeah, dude. I think whenever they released it on the mobile, I think a lot of new kids picked it up and tried it because, and it's like I said, man. People get in it for like the novelty, and they're like, "Oh, like what is this?" And like you really find out like this game is like really, really. It's got some interesting like mechanics in it, and like interesting ways to always, you know, like if you don't like grinding for like a skill, you can do a bunch of other shit. You know, like if you really like questing, I hate questing, but some people genuinely like lore and like RuneScape, and like they, yeah, dude, I can't stand it. Like I like going into a boss fight and get a big drop, you know,
dude, for real. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm grinding. I'm like, yo, where the bosses at? I don't even want to do like the high risk PvP. I see, I don't know if you watch it too, but like Uda Block. Or how do you say his name? Dude, I see some of that shit. I'm like, this is ridiculous. They're betting thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you seen Soulja Boy play?
Yeah. Actually, that's what got me back into it, to be completely honest. I'm like, you know what, Soulja? You hitting a heartstring right now, bro.
Yeah.
I think he had the freestyle over Sea Shanty or some shit.
Yeah. The drip exchange.
Bro. Yo, and it got me in love with the music again too. I'm like, dude, this is some good ass music too. I don't get bored of this, you know. I could listen to this on repeat all day on this one loop, you know. Like,
it has its own RuneScape knows what it is, I think, and the music is like so much a part of that, you know. Like it doesn't try to be anything else than it is, and I respect it, and that's why.
No, definitely, and they've stayed consistent. They keep updating it, you know, and it's not like they just let the game die out like so many fucking games too. They're pretty loyal to their their fan base. I feel like, I feel, and it's small. It's a small community, maybe like 150,000 on OSRS or some shit
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
at any given time. But you never know, man. Who knows? Soldier Boy could fucking bring that back. Uda Block had 20,000 subs on his channel the other day. Like that's huge for RuneScape.
Dude, there's some YouTubers that fucking have like close to 1 million subscribers now. Like the PVM guys, if you watch Bodhi at all or Torvesta, they do like a bunch of PVM and like high risk, like hardcore Iron Man videos. If you ever seen those,
I think I saw you repost one actually. Bodhi, you said?
Yeah, Bodhi, yeah. So he's like, dude, he's like my idol, bro. He's a Twitch streamer that just plays RuneScape all the time, and he's ginger. He's a buff ginger. I'm like, yo, that's gonna be me. Like, like
oh man, it's gonna be
so.
Oh shit, man. So yeah, is that what you're trying to do? You trying to go pro OSRS?
No. Yeah, dude, I wish, man. That'd be so tight to just like I'm big jealous of people that got lucky enough and are talented enough to be entertainers on Twitch for video games. Like, I think that's such a cool way to make money. And obviously it is, but like I think it's really dope that you have that creative freedom with video games now, and like that's something I never saw coming when I was younger. It's like, yo, there's gonna be a platform one day where you can just make a living off of like,
crazy, a good living too, like a good, like not bass music living. They're making comfortable living.
Dude, bro, if you make bass music, you hate money and you love music. All right, that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Protest capitalism, fucking.
Yeah, you hate money,
bro, especially
like,
now. Oh,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Like one of the things that I saw, doing some digging deep for this research was that it was like your last day at your serving job, and I was like, did he just quit to go full time in music? And I think sound check, and you're like, no, I was working here and there, but dude, that would have been a terrible time, and you finally make the leap and just fucking no shows.
Well, what's crazy is I basically signed with Electric Hawk at the start of this year, and like it was basically a trial run with Electric Hawk, to where I didn't have to sign any paperwork, but I would be under management by them at the start of this year and see how it goes. And like it started off great in January, then fucking February hits with COVID, and like we were unsure about lockdowns, and like we didn't really get the chance to announce all these shows that we had planned for all, like, people like I don't know if you keep up with Matheny at all.
Yeah. He drops fucking bombs in here, bro.
Dude, yeah, gas, bro. Like, Joe is a fire producer. He's under Mary again, or Agan, which is my manager as well, under Electric Hawk, and like she was like doing like really cool shit for us, like really, really cool shit. And we had a lot of cool shit planned out for us. But like, it's hard to be selfish, and say like, oh, boohoo me. But like, because COVID like ruined everybody's plans. So I was kind of considering going full time in music for a little bit, with Electric Hawk, and I needed to quickly adapt and be like, hey, I need to make money right now. I can't, with COVID happening, like I can't make money from shows. I can't really like pursue this, so I gotta hit pause for a second.
For real, man. Did it just work out? Like, you were going to school for what you're working in right now, right? Is it investment banking or something? Or?
Oh, dude, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. I remember the last time we talked, you were saying something about being in school for like something like that, some kind of smart boy shit, some financial stuff, talking big money.
I'm not smart. I think finance is like, it's. I think I chose the wrong field. Really? But I just think it's inherently probably greedy and evil. Maybe that's like trying to be like edgy and socialist and be like, oh, like, money's bad. But I mean, at least for my personality, I know I like to help people, and I like to be like serving of other people. And like, I think I went into finance because my dad is like he's like an exec or a higher up in his company. Then my mom's a CPA, So like I had this business oriented background with my family, and I didn't know what I wanted to do in college. Like I thought going for music was super naive, and like I didn't have the balls to really like full send it with music in college. So like I chose a safe route. So I knew I chose the route that I thought would make me a stable living, and it will, and it
Yeah.
does. But it's just one of those things.
Yeah, especially now, like, dude, fuck it. I mean, thank God you had that route. You have a backup because,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
the Twitch is slowly declining. The drive-in shows, man, they're starting up, and then the states are saying no. Like that's what happened in Mass. A couple promotion companies are like, fuck it, we're gonna start doing this, and then it's over already. So it's like everything's up in the air right now. It seems like maybe that's the best thing to do, bro. But do your parents support the music career, or were they the ones pushing for you to get the whole like, hey, just cover your ass, kind of thing?
Yeah. All right. So my dad's like that, right? My
Yeah.
dad's like the hard ass that's like, yo, like, grow up. Like, and my mom's super, dude. I love this shit out of my parents. My mom's really supportive, and I brought her to the immersive show I played in Atlanta at Terminal West.
Oh shit.
And like I have this video of her at that show, and like I'm on the mic at the end. I'm like, yo, my mom's in the crowd, guys. Like everybody tell her that you love her. Like, and like I have like this cool video shot of like 1,000 people saying I love you, Beth, and like
Wow.
she kind of got it, once
Yeah.
she saw me in front of that amount of people, and like saw how different I was, how much energy I had and how much fun I was having. I think she kind of like understood why I did it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. That's
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to deny once you see something like that. You see Terminal West is a big fucking room too. So, what did she go back and like and kind of nudge your dad and be like, hey, maybe there's something going on, or is he still need convincing?
I think she'll always be like, and my dad will never get it too until like he goes, and like I don't know. It's yeah, she's in my defense a lot more now when it comes to music stuff, without a doubt.
Hey, that's dope, man. It's
Yeah.
it's dope that's like, that could be the like ignition lighter under a lot of people too, and not even that they doubt you necessarily, but just that like, I don't know, son, you might have to take the safe route. It's like, nah, I'm gonna do this. I feel like it was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like that with my parents too. They've always been supportive of everything, but it's a nerve wracking thing, and it's almost like I talked to Born Eye about this, and the way he put it, because he has kids, man, and we started to talk about this shit, and it's just like, it's almost like a distrust. It's not a distrust in like you and your kid and not trusting that he has the ability to do that. It's like a distrust in this fucking world right now, and you just don't want to like even have somebody's just like hurt feelings almost because of how
Oh
fucking
yeah.
how disgusting this world could be with this kind of shit.
No, for
You put
sure. If
yourself
I
out
was a
there.
parent right now, if I was a parent right now and my son came up to me with some dumb shit like, like, hey dad, I wanna stream RuneScape for a living. And I was just like, yo, you're an idiot. Go grow up, bro. Get a real job. Like,
But dad, look at Uda Block.
yeah, dude. Yeah, look at Soldier Boy, right? Like, dude, I would have slapped myself too. Like, like, because the chances of, and it's not even the chances. It's like it's out of love, right? They want what's best for you, and they know this is like has its risk, and the other way has a proven safe method, but
That's true.
the other way definitely leads you to just be a cog in the system and just kind of join the crowd, which sucks. But I think the modest lifestyle has a lot of good things to it too, other than yeah.
It does, man. I mean, it's stressed in its own way. You said your dad's high up, your mom's CPA. I'm sure that brings, like, dude, my mom, worked her fucking ass off to the bone too, and they came home stressed all day too. But being that the head of your own shit too, being like you're Fryar. Nobody at the end of the day, like, you might have a management, but she could leave too. At the end of the day, you're the last one and the first one that clocks in. Like, it's just
Right.
it's all on you pretty much at the end of the day. And you could have a great supporting team and a great supporting family, but for everything to be on you, that's a lot too. And my parents have always been like, yo, just don't work for anybody, make sure, you're your own boss, this, that, and the third. But dude, does that come with a lot of fucking stress too, man? Like,
Yeah, dude.
just worrying about, like, especially music too, with something so subjective. Like, you have to put out something and hope that, you're valued. There's like a value on something that you hold sentimental, and that's a tough thing to come to terms with too. Like, it's almost like a competition, and when you do that with art, it's weird, and it could hurt your feelings a little bit too. You got to be thick-skinned at the end of the day. But I guess that's what life, If you're a business owner.
That's dude. So your parents were very pushed you to be independent, huh? Like they.
Yeah, like I don't think they would have wanted this too. Like you said, there's like some risks in this, and they would have been like, I mean, but at the same time, they were supporting me being an MMA fighter too, So it was just like, as long as you're passionate about what you're doing, then that's cool. But dude, you could be working at fucking whatever, as long as you're passionate about it. Like, do you? But as soon as I started coming at this and being like, I'm gonna pay my rent with this, that, and the third, they started being like, listen, let's get a little bit more grounded here. Let's start thinking about it. And then I started doing it. Like you said, they seen a few shows and a video or this, that, and the third, and they're like, oh, okay, all right, maybe take it more seriously. But they've always been supportive of pretty much everything. But weary is the right word, I think that's the right thing.
I think the best way to say it. Yo, what's up, Joe? Speaking of Matheny, I think he's in the chat right now.
Just talking about him.
Hell yeah, Joe. Your music's garbage. No, your music's gassy. We're just hyping you up. But yeah, I think the word for it is like hopeful cautiousness, right? You want to be cautious, but like there's that hope that it'll work out. But yeah, it's interesting to see the dynamic between how your parents raise you and like how that translates to you pursuing your life career and your like passions. It matters a lot. Yeah.
Definitely, man. I know you're like a huge fan of like punk music and like just hardcore shit. Do you think that has had like an effect on not only that kind of outlook, but your outlook on music and stuff like that? Just being kind of like, all right, fuck it, I can do it. The safe route is good, but punk is punk, man. They make it work.
Yeah, they just do it. Yeah. And I think, dude, like there's so many similarities with like actual punk music and fucking underground music.
Absolutely.
Like, and same thing with like underground rap music too, dude. Like you see these like really shitty shows that happen with like just like these friends that wanted to do music and some friends that wanted to support them, and these like, and then you see them really like blow up off of that or gain some kind of success from it, and you're like, yo, this is sick. Like they really made it work for themselves, and like that's super inspiring, bro. And like the whole underground scene is so dope anywhere you look. And like a lot of my friends like a lot of underground rap, and I think you do too, right? Like last time I talked to you.
Yeah.
So like, and like, dude, I think it's that energy you find at those like underground like events is like unmatched or anything else. And like that's what really that's what I really love,
Yeah, definitely, man. It's more of the like community kind of aspect in it too.
Yeah. Like, dude, like people really care, like really, really care about underground music and supporting underground artists.
Dude, for real. Nah, and even I think the concert that we played in Charlotte, that same day you went to like a day show of like some hardcore stuff, and I'm like, I never heard of any of that. That must have been like new stuff or just like the next wave, you know what I mean? Of just like when I got out of punk and hardcore and stopped going to those shows, it was like, all right, let me it kind of ended there for me. I mean, I still have those like roots, I feel like, and I feel like that'll always be part of it, but I don't know, the community part is definitely one of the things that has stuck regardless of the genre of music. I've always gravitated toward whatever scene has like a solid community or a promising community, because like I think that's what's important at the end of the day. It's like it's tribalism, We just stick with what we know, and I think that's why I fuck with Wavecraft so hard. You guys just have that like that click. I think that's why people in general like collectives, because they have a chemistry about them, and there's lore almost, It's like
dude, quest. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, thank you, bro, for fucking. No, like it means a lot. I think that's true. Like you look at like Wavecraft, for example, you look at Lost Dogs, you look at like Spicy Boys, you look at all these groups that came up together in a way, and it's like we all grew up in the same neighborhood, and we were just like had our own friend group, you know. It was like, and it's cool to see that really develop and take roles. And people want to support those people, you know. It's like when you watch a shitty reality TV show, and I don't know, like Big Brother, Survivor, some shit, and you're really rooting for like certain teams to like succeed. I feel like, and like it's not even competitive, like I'm making it out to be, but like, you know, there definitely is that lore aspect. I feel like that people really can indulge into.
Definitely, it like separates you guys from like what's the word, like a community kind of thing, but and a record label. Like, not to shit on any record label, but like I feel like Wakan is more of like, it's about the business, you know. It's about like the, let me put on, let's get to the masses, let's it doesn't, you don't have to have grown up with the dudes. And I've had a release on Wavecraft, and I haven't grown up with you guys, so I mean, you guys are open to, you know, letting new people in and stuff like that. But I feel like it's more of like the friend vibe with the Wavecraft and the Lost Dogs and Spicy Boys, and that brings a new aspect, almost a better aspect, like rap does too, when you have those like community or squads or whatever, cliques or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know, like ASAP.
Yeah.
And I love that too. I find like myself being more interested in those kinds of people, and I feel like it is the lore. I don't like questing in that in fucking games and shit, but I love learning things about a whole clique. You know, Wakan, I mean, it's cool. They got their artist of the month or whatever, you know, but it's like the steadies that almost make something. And that's why I like having some of the same people back on the beat and greets. It creates like a multiverse, you know? It's almost like your own
it
little
creates
world.
a lore. Yeah, it creates a lore for sure, dude. That's a funny way to think about it. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's fire, man. That's why I always fuck with you. And hearing you guys always went to like, I thought it was mostly what you and Human went through, like just meeting each other in college and learning to like this kind of music. You know, you like through music you fucking became friends with. But half the dudes you know, you going to high school with and growing up with, that makes it even cooler, man. Is which ones in particular do you
Dude, they're like all my best friends, to be honest. Like,
shit.
I'm in a group chat. I'm in a group chat with them all the time. I'm like either playing video games with them all the time. Like, half them play RuneScape with me, or, you know, or like, you know, we're really active. We really try to be like good friends outside of music, because we were good friends before music, and like that's even true with like Houston. But like specifically, like all of them are like my really really fucking good friends. Even like Drew, Skylar, they both do the Facebook live streams every Tuesday, where they you know what you're doing here, like you try to put on the underground artists and showcase new tunes by them, which is like, dude, like fuck yeah, like I think that's the coolest thing ever that the underground does, is like use your own platform to put on people that may not have that, you know, exposure. So they do that. Then also Evan or Dugash, he's like the main head of Wavecraft. Like he's the guy that gets shit done for Wavecraft when it comes to like playing releases, looking for releases, like
oh shit,
getting artwork made, videos made, you know, like he's that guy. Then like Wright Clarkson or Young Ghost, he's like the right hand man to Evan that gets shit done and also puts out musical content for Wavecraft a lot. And then there's Nick Sanders. He also does music and like helps get shit done. And then there's like me and Houston and Jess Coleman. We all try to do little shit, but we all have other commitments too, to where, you know, we try to help where we can and release music when we can with Wavecraft. So, you know, that's like the teamwork dynamic.
has it always been like that delegation of power, like, or did you guys have to like learn that after a while?
Dude, we definitely had to learn it, because we're a bunch of fucking guys and we're a bunch of idiots, you know. Yeah. So like there's no easy way to be like, you know, I'm the man. You just kind of figured it out and be like, okay, this is where I work best, and like it's best for me to not step on your toes, because you're gonna do this job better than me, than I would do it myself, you know. Because you have to lose your ego and kind of accept that, and it works out best that way, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, and I don't know Dugash or how you know much of an open book he is, but it also takes a certain type of person to be on camera too, like the two that fucking listen to the submissions. I'm sure that helps grease the wheel of finding submissions, finding new artists, and finding people so it all fucking goes into each other. But one person might not necessarily be the one to be good at giving critique, so he got to stay back and just fucking do the social media stuff, and that's dope too, man, because it's tough, man. I'm sure you even just managing your own project, it's a lot.
Dude, I'm so bad at it, and people like you are so good at it that I don't get it. Like, it's like, no, I don't. I really don't. And like I've been trying. It's like, it's definitely a job to be. There's some people that really get enjoyment out of social media and like being good at it, and I just feel like I don't have that. And it I don't know. It's hard. I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, I fall in and out of like waves of it too, man. I'm just like super uninspired to. It's just like it like pains me to talk about myself sometimes, and I'm just like, ugh, like it's just corny,
Yeah, it is corny. Then it also isn't corny at the same time.
Yeah.
To like be self promo and also be engaging with other people, right?
Dude. And like, it's the most rewarding. Yeah. You honestly get the most rewards out of that. As corny as it is, like, and it's played out as like, oh, you got to advertise, dude. That's the only thing that works, man. Like the sets that I don't advertise on Sunday, they don't get nearly as many viewers as the ones that I post a stupid fucking picture of, you know what I mean? And it's all about the stupid fucking picture too, because if you post a serious thing or something I spent like 2 days editing, it never gets as much love as me in a fucking diaper or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I was talking to Mize about this, right? Because I think Mize is a poster child for this shit, right? Yeah, and I was saying, like, dude, like, Ian or Mize went to fucking school for social media, I think. Like, like my man has hit it on the fucking head, right?
Dude.
Like, I think it's this weird psychology for like, I don't know, like how we like shit posting as humans. Like, it's funny, it's not super serious, but it wants us to engage. And it's almost like people care more about when you shit post about your music than when you're actually being like trying hard to do it. I don't know. It, like you said, like you could spend a long time making something serious for promo, and it does half the numbers that like posting a fucking
just a meme or some shit. Yeah,
a meme or some shit. Yeah. So
it's double-edged sword, man. Do you feel the same way with your music as well? I didn't mean to cut you off there, but like, yeah, I see like a parallel with music sometimes too. It's like sometimes the meme music goes farther, or sometimes the stuff that, you didn't think was going to go that far gets the most plays or something. Whereas the thing that you put your fucking heart and soul into, slaved over, potentially overworking it, is the one that kind of gets overlooked. Do you feel the same kind of way with your music too, or have you been lucky in the sense that like people connect with the tunes that you connect with?
Yeah, that's a good question. And also, before I answer that, I just want to backtrack a little bit and say, like, that wasn't talking shit about Ian. I think Ian's like somebody I really look up to, and also somebody that's become a really good friend in the scene. And I think he is just genuinely the type of person that excels well with shit posting and social media.
Oh yeah.
And I say, like, I ask him questions about how to be better with it, and like, how to enjoy social media in a genuine way that's best for me mentally, then also for my music. So backtracking to that, because I didn't want to come off as like, oh, like blah blah blah, like this is the wrong way to do it. I just think, I don't think it's wrong to enjoy social media in that way at all. Like, I think there's a healthy way to go about it, and to be just like I think Joe said in chat, just being genuine on social media and being yourself is like the best way to do it. But
he's funny. He's funny.
Yeah, no, he posts.
It's not like oh, I'm the best, or gassing up. I see a lot of that shit. I work so hard, blah blah blah, whatever. But he's funny. He's just the things that get traction are like jokes. It's not stepping on anyone's toes. He's not offensive. It's good humor, bro. And I look up to him too in that sense as well, because I'm like, where the fuck is he coming up with this shit 4 times a day?
It's insane. It's insane, bro. Like. How people steal motherfuckers like laptops at shows, like in the green room. Like they're just gonna steal his Twitter account. They're gonna steal his drafts, bro. They're like, yeah, like, what does this man got planned on the tweet?
He's got to have drafts for days, bro. There's no way those are all coming up on the spot every day. Every day he's coming up with that shit consistently. It's got to be a notepad or something, bro. I've been wondering.
Oh my god.
I've been wondering because that man, dude, he's killing. Like, I'm like, where did he think of this? Where the fuck did he think of this shit? There's got to be a Reddit thread or something full of these things, anecdotes. Shit, man. Well, yeah, he's fire at that. I definitely look up to him in that sense too.
Yeah, and back to the music question. I think that's funny because a lot of people agree with that. Is like, like Ian has definitely found his own sweet spot with exposure and Twitter. I think it's funny, but
definitely
with music, it's like whenever I say put a lot of effort into a song, I think it's gonna get received well versus just like making a beat that ends up doing really well.
Yeah.
I think everybody sees like part of that, right? Where I feel like there's a lot of times where like I spend a lot of time on a song and really proud of it and nobody really fucks with it. And then like, something simple like Giza, like people really fucking like Giza by me. If you haven't heard that song.
I don't know if I can pick it out of I don't know if I know the name.
Okay. It's almost like, it's like one of my first releases ever. And it's one of my most popular songs. It's like, it's like almost like a prologue. I don't know, whatever comes before hieroglyph. Like it's got like this Egyptian ass sample and it's like turns into some deep dub kind of stuff.
Oh, shit.
And people really fucking love it, but like I hated it and I still hate it.
What? Why do you hate it though? Is it just like you look back into like
Prelude? It's like
Prelude.
Yeah, today's been a long day. I woke up at 5 a.m. So like if I'm been sounding stupid, like yeah, I am kind of stupid, but also I'm not like as stupid as I'm probably sounding right now.
I'd trust you with my money. I would trust you with my money.
I trust you with.
You're an investment banker, right? Yeah, you got my money. You got it.
Yeah, dude, I'm an investment banker.
Get you some business over here.
Dude, yeah, oh God, invest in me, bro. Fucking I can't talk about that, dude. I'll get canceled if I start talking about finance.
Fuck it, man. Fuck, you might be the smartest one in our scene about finance. Who knows, bro? We don't know jack shit about money.
Maybe, man. I see people talk about Bitcoin and shit all the time. They know what they're talking about.
To the moon.
To the moon. Yo. Ah, shit.
I was looking at it the other day. We're at 12K, baby. Let's go.
Invest. Yeah, so are you in Bitcoin?
I got like a third of a Bitcoin on it. I got like $500 in that bitch, and it's been $500 for like it went all the way up to like $1,700, and then it went down. So I just left my money in there, and we'll see where it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that like it might go nowhere, but also I don't know. Bitcoin's weird. I've like this weird.
I bought some gold with it. I bought some RuneScape gold with my Bitcoin the other day.
Yeah,
$3 worth of it.
Yeah, don't expose yourself, bro. JX is watching, homie. Why didn't you ask me, bro? I got some GP I can spare.
I don't know. I felt cool. I felt cool buying gold. I always wanted to do that as a kid, and I'm like,
I asked my friend. Now, dude.
So it was only. I mean, who knows? $3 of Bitcoin could go up to like fucking $50. I'm gonna be really pissed off that I only got like 10 mil off that. You know?
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
After this fucking stream, I want you to watch this video. It's a documentary on how Venezuelans, so like when the Venezuelan economy crashed and like they went through like this huge like inflation spike and their money became worthless. They started playing RuneScape because the GP in RuneScape was worth more than their actual currency. And so like they became gold farmers. Yeah.
So a fucking country's dollar dipped lower than the GDP of fucking RuneScape?
Yeah, bro. So like you would make more farming green dragons in RuneScape as a Venezuelan than you would somebody that went and became a doctor in Venezuela. Yeah.
It was the disparity was that crazy? Like not like a field worker or something, a fucking doctor?
Yeah, it was insane. Fucking watch. There's a really good video on it, and like, oh my God, there's like, There's like these people. It's so fucked up that like knew this and went and made it their job to hunt Venezuelans in the wildy that were killing green dragons. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit!
yeah,
Like, was it
it's crazy.
botters? Were they botters, or were they actually like Venezuelans, like just like single handedly?
Sitting down, yeah, just sitting
No.
down and just like trying to provide for their family by
Wow.
selling
You know
RuneScape.
what though?
Yeah.
That's like what you were saying. Like, you went to your dad and be like, I want to have a job playing RuneScape for a living, and that's literally what they did. They were like, fuck
Yeah.
it, man. We're gonna. How did they even figure that out? You know what I mean? How did they even be like, listen, if I sit here, farm this shit, like, was that when GDP was like $1 per mil or some shit?
Yeah,
Maybe a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit more.
and they kind of crashed that market because I think GDP in RuneScape is like not 80 cents per mil
Yeah, it was like
now,
60. I
something
think
like
I bought
that.
it for some shit, 63 or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a couple mil.
a couple of mil, bro, dude. Just ask me, like, oh God, I'll be your sugar daddy in RuneScape.
Hey, all right, hey,
I
okay.
got you. I
OS
got you.
OnlyFans. That's where I'll start.
OS only. Oh,
Shit, man.
dude, OnlyFans, man. What a crazy fucking thing.
Yo, we gotta do what we gotta do out here, dog. I feel
I
like,
respect it so much.
yo, for
I would
real.
like. I wish I was a girl. Like I wish. I wish this is dangerous territory.
I
But
mean,
like
yo,
I
there's
was.
guys doing it too that are in the top percentile. Just
Yeah,
slanging dick out
dude,
there.
but the thing is, bro, like you gotta have a huge dick, or you gotta be fucking like Zac Efron, right? Like you got.
That's true. That's true.
Like no, I don't know.
Nobody's
Like
trying to see no DJ dick,
nobody's trying to see some like skinny ass ginger kid dick, like nobody wants to, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sweaty. I've been sitting down for 3 days straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm pale, I'm in the studio, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, bro. You're in Carolina too. It's fucking musty down there, bro. That shit gets humid.
Oh God, it's humid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I mean, hey, that is pretty much the oldest living profession, though. I love how all these people are hating on you. You hear this, men hate on WAP or whatever, WAP, and it's like, bro, that's literally, they're hating on the oldest living profession. You know what I mean? If anything, that was literally the first job. You get a chimp and you some sort of bartering system, the first thing they're gonna do is give up the pussy for some money. They did these tests. You got chimps with like cookies or some sort of payment system, and the first thing they did to get more of these things was have sex for these, and the men would trade their fucking cookies. I heard it on Joe Rogan. It had to be true.
It had to be huge. I like how first off, I want to end that part of the conversation and saying, like, like, mad respect to anybody that works in sex working.
Yeah.
Like, for anybody to shame you or judge you for that is like hella lame, and like, I respect it. Whatever way you can make a living that isn't hurting somebody else, like, do it.
Absolutely.
Like, as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting somebody else, there shouldn't be a problem with how you make money.
Yeah, the biggest part of that is the risk to you. Fuck everything else. Is the risk to you, man. Who knows about these creeps, man? Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
But nah, for real, dude. And dude, the Joe Rogan shit, he got a lot of hate on a video recently, right? Where he
was it about the gamers?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, he's right in a certain way, but I mean, that's the same thing that goes with comedy. It's the same thing that goes with a music shit. It's like, it's the top 1%, but we got to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like, dude, fucking, of course, like, you can waste your time doing anything in life, like,
that's true.
I don't know. If it makes you happy and you enjoy it, it's not a waste of time. And like, I think the point he was trying to make is like, if you're not making money from it and it's not if it's actively ruining your life, you should probably stay away from it. I think that's a good takeaway. But
I think so too. But like, to be honest, when all this shit was going on with the BLM and like the beginning of the quarantine, like, I was going real hard with the streaming, and then like a little thing happened, right, with the BLM, and I feel like that knocked the wind out of almost everybody. And I kind of like, momentum wise, like, I used to be like, I gotta release something every month, I gotta do, like, and now everyone's taking a step back, and it was almost like bad to self promo and shit. Like, I found like mad, like, like peaceful headspace when I was just playing GTA, when I was just like encompassed in something else. I was just like a different person, you know? That's why I maybe like the role
Escapism.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what it was.
Escapism.
And I wasn't
Yeah.
making money from GTA, you know, but it definitely helped me during that time because, you know, I would have fucking gone into the deep depression and shit, you know, because I wasn't making music. I wasn't fucking really doing much, you know, but it helped me just, you know, escape for a little bit. I feel like RuneScapes go with that too, you know, and it's just, I mean, if it fucking helps you in that way, like who cares, you know? Make money or not. That's capitalism at the end of the day. What, you got to find your fucking passion and exploit it? You don't have to do that with everything, you know?
Yeah, dude, right? Yeah, it's like the end goal for everything is like, make money and under capitalism, and that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Kind of
it's
fucked.
not always. Yeah, it is fucked, bro. But also, I don't know. It's all fucked, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I see
Yeah.
what they're saying, like find something you love to do and do it, but at the same time, like having the pressure of capitalizing off of all of your passions makes you lose the passion for it in a way, you know? And I feel like I needed like like getting a new synth or getting a new compressor or something. You fall back in love with it. So, you know, every once in a while you kind of need that reminder too, but I don't know, man. Have you felt that way at all with tunes and stuff? Have you used stuff like, you know, working out to fucking recenter yourself or anything like that? Is there anything you do to kind of help balance yourself out, or is music that thing that you do?
Dude, all the time. Well, I mean, music used to be that thing, and it's not so anymore. To where like I feel like music doesn't release stress for me, but it probably causes stress for me
Oh
now.
shit, true.
Right?
Yeah.
Where like, it's like you have certain expectations for yourself and of, your releases and like deadlines to meet and, expectations of other like, artists you're collabing with of you. And like, I think that can really cause stress for me. And like, so I have to find ways to escape out of that to create balance where I don't resent, working on music because I really have started like to resent working on songs because, there's that jump you have to make of getting over that kind of mentality, like that. I really envy people that can just sit down and work on a fire track and it's super easy, but I feel like that comes harder with me now. So like I have to find ways, like working out is always a good escape, and like reading books or just like video games, hanging out with friends, like those are the go-tos,
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. So what are you reading these days? What kind of books you
Shit.
into?
Damn. All right. I just finished a book called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. He was the Roman emperor, and like I forgot what age, like 1600 or 1800, something around there.
What?
Yeah. So like, have you seen the movie Gladiator?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So like, Marcus Aurelius is the emperor that dies at the beginning that gets killed by his son Commodus.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And he wrote a book?
Yeah. It's called Meditations. Yeah.
Wow. So is it about meditations, or what is it about?
So it's basically a journal that he would write his notes in for himself. It was never meant to be published. It was like, but they published it after he died. So
Oh,
like, it's basically one of like the best books in philosophy about it. Like the philosophy is called Stoicism, and like I could go on for ages talking about it, but it's basically his inner monologue about Stoicism and how he lives his everyday life under this like guidelines of life.
oh shit.
So
As a fucking
yeah, it's
emperor?
yeah, as an emperor, right? Of fucking yeah. So like, and then like the crazy thing is, one of his teachers for Stoicism was a peasant of peasant of Rome at the time called Epictetus, and he was like one of the founding like fathers of Stoicism. So I don't know. It's an interesting read. It helped calm me down a lot, and it brought me a lot of peace whenever like all this when like the raids and all the injustices were happening in the US, right? And like then also COVID was happening, and like there's a lot of instability in my life, like it brought peace. And like it was funny to see how the Emperor of Rome was going through, like somebody that was alive 400, 500, 600 years ago was going through like worse problems and how he was dealing with them at the
Dude,
time.
that's
So
insane.
yeah.
Stoicism being like being stoic? Is that what that is?
So that's where it comes from. That's where Stoic comes from. But Stoicism means like they really believe their philosophy is somebody in chat said where you can buy it. I bought translations off of like Amazon for $8, but Stoicism's philosophy is basically, um like the modest lifestyle is nothing to be ashamed of. It's you're a human, and part of being a human is doing human tasks, whether that's working a day job, or like going through bad shit. It's part of human nature, and I think what most Western philosophy teaches you is like modern philosophy, or like how most people grow up living, is they live to avoid pain and seek out pleasure in their life, right? And that's what they think is going to make them happy, is like to avoid the things that make you struggle and chase the things that give you this pleasure. And Sozum kind of says like that's trash, like that's not going to make you happy. That's not long lasting effects, and that's not going to help you get through hard parts of your life. It's going to make you a weaker person. So Stoicism kind of teaches you ways to combat that and become a stronger person, and like face adversity. So it's a good read. It's really practical with philosophy, not just like building arguments, but it's actually like how to be a good person.
So is it a translation of what he wrote, like his journal, or is it like is it somebody kind of analyzing it as well too?
No, it's so like the translation I have, it depends on the translation you get, but it's literally him jotting down notes himself. Like
Oh shit.
like the first book, the first line he writes is like, like I'm going to deal with ignorant people today. I'm going to deal with and he's telling himself like, I'm gonna deal with trash people today. Then he says it's not their fault they're this way. It's like he's like one of those Stoic beliefs is like, the best way to deal with somebody that wrongs you is to show them how they wronged you, and then to forgive them and move forward, right? Like that's a Stoic philosophy, right?
Okay.
They think like being calm and not letting emotion overcome your thought process and your reason is like the key to living a happy life. And once you can master yourself, like you can master being happy. That's their thought, right?
That's a big hill to fucking hurdle over there, bro. Mastering yourself, that's
Yeah,
probably the hardest fucking part.
yeah, dude. Self control, man. That's like the key Stoic belief is controlling yourself, and it's hard as fuck to do.
Dude, it is. I think that's why it's such like an admired trait. You hear of like a stoic man that's like, oh, that's who I want to be. Oh, just fucking
Yeah,
doesn't. But I'm like over here wearing my heart on the sleeve kind of thing. Emotions all over. It's like I get angry easily, fucking happy, way too. I get over hyped and shit like that. It's almost like
you
it's
gotta
like the
find the middle,
opposite.
bro.
Yeah,
You gotta find the
it's
middle.
tough
Yeah,
though. I like that though, that it's like it's straight from the horse's mouth kind of thing. It's not like not like a textbook, of like, oh, this, that, and the third, or even like self-help books. I feel like can come off like
they're toxic.
yeah, in a certain way, like it's
Yeah,
like they help, but they don't light the spark necessarily. They don't get you, they might get you here, but like right here is where you need to complete it. And unless you're doing that, nothing happens. You could read all the self help books you want, but if you're reading a fucking emperor's journal, like, come on, that's who I want to hear from. That's why I love Joe Rogan and stuff, is because like
yeah,
they're
yeah,
older dudes talking, and I love
yeah.
listening to wisdom. You know what I mean? I'm not here to fucking listen to myself talk or hear the same bullshit or whatever. I'm trying to learn from these people.
Yeah, dude, that's spot on to how I felt when I read it. And dude, big ups to whoever just said they were buying it in chat. I'm not here being a salesperson for this book. Fucking Marcus Aurelius, throw me some fucking Roman coin or some shit, bro.
Come on. Come
Yeah,
on. Some reparations or something now. Come on.
right. Yeah, but we don't have to keep talking about it. But it definitely is. It like you mentioned what has helped me escape, and that's something that has taught me like isn't escaping isn't bad, and also escaping isn't the answer to like your stress. It helped me like look at music differently when I made music. It helped me like with a lot of aspects of my life, and it really honestly like made me it raised my baseline appreciation for being alive. in the middle of all this like chaos and shit, So I really appreciate my friends more, my life more, my family more. It's nice.
Yeah, no, dude, that's
Yeah,
crazy, man. I haven't read in a really long time, dude, and the last thing I read
it's an
was
easy read.
oh,
It's an easy
nice.
read too.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was reading the Prince by Machiavelli, and
Okay.
I think that's something along those lines too. Just ancient kind of like not ancient, but just old school kind of leader type of wisdom. You know what I mean? Like what you got to do to just be the leader of yourself, not like a leader in general. Just like how to master your own fucking domain. Even the Satanic Bible help me out. You know what I mean? That shit has some good
Yeah.
points to it. It's a little bit opposite of the stoicism that you said, and it's if someone hurts you, it's not turn the other cheek. That's literally, it's like verbatim. They say don't turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? It's like eye for an eye kind of. But at the same time, I agree with that to an extent, and then I don't. And I think you need to take little bits of everything. And meditations might be the next one up on the list, bro. So thank you, man.
Yeah, no worries. That's the last book I read. Now I'm hopping into Aristotle's Nicomachean. I forgot how to pronounce it. It's like Nicomachean Ethics, which is like a good branch from Stoicism, where like Aristotle kind of goes into deep philosophy. It's hard to read, and I have to read pages like 5 fucking times before I understand them. Like it sucks, and like I almost went to school for philosophy, but like fucking that book talks about what happiness is and goes through arguments of like different human definitions of what happiness is, and like kind of centers in on this one idea, taking apart bits from all these different arguments of happiness and putting them in this like argument of how to be happy or how to live a life that is contingent of happiness, and it's a really good read too. It's a good read to follow from meditations because it branches off from a lot of those ideas as well.
Yeah. No, dude, it's fucking crazy, man. Do you is this something that you think is directly related to like what you're doing at the time? Like, do you think it has something to do with I mean, obviously the outside world, that's a big influence, but like your future, what you're thinking about, you just got the new job and shit, and it's not the music making, is this something that you've had to like teach yourself because it's not what you particularly want to be doing right now?
I think that's directly what it is, dude. I like it's easy. Like I think it's super easy to be sad and like be hard on yourself and be like depressed about the future. It's harder to kind of grow up and be like, things are gonna be all right. And, like I'm gonna make it through it, and I should enjoy making it through it and enjoy living in the moment instead of worrying so much about like all this external shit that's happening.
Yeah.
And I was going through that sad boy phase where it's like, it's not good to be like that, and it's healthier to kind of look forward and not be that. So those books help me with that, and I definitely advise anybody that struggles with their life direction to read it. It'll kind of clear your head and create less brain fog for you with how you view your life.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's just crazy. We're all kind of almost got pushed back to the same level with no shows, no like nothing really lined up for 2021. That kind of cut the momentum right at the head. But was there anything like you were looking forward to this year that maybe just didn't happen that you were really banking on or something like that, like a big opportunity or some shit?
Yeah, dude. I think we all had like, I think what you were supposed to be on Deja Vu this year, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, and like I hate to bring it up because like fuck, dude, bass center kind of it's such a touchy subject, but like yeah, man, like.
I got that written down too. I seen that deleted Nectar collab too. I'm like, is that one of them? Is that one of the things that was like,
that was something that was supposed to drop at the end of this year, and shit. And it's so hard for me to be like, like I hate being selfish and be like, like he ruined this for me, but he was also like, you gotta look out for like the people he hurt other than just his musical artists. The people that probably got hurt a lot more than just selfish gain from him. So I don't know. It sucks. It really sucks, but it's all right. I got past it. It's all good.
Yeah. You're gonna be here at the end of the day. It's not make or break. It would have been nice, but deja vu too. I would have got a nice fucking tan, probably a nice little hike.
Right?
Come on, dude. We couldn't wait one more week before this quarantine. You know what I'm saying? We were so close. We were so close, and then he could have left. He could have left, and it would have been all good,
Yeah,
But we got nothing now,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Probably was the fucking tune like it was that far in ready that it was like it had a release date or something like that, or was that just perspective?
So the first idea he told me was like it was gonna be on the album that he just dropped.
Oh shit.
Um, and then he was like, actually, dude, it's gonna be. I don't know if it was ever truly gonna be released. He told me like a definite date was gonna be at the end of this year, and I was like, okay, cool. But um, it was something to look forward to. And even besides that, dude, like he probably, if you were on Deja Vu, he was a cool guy to reach out to and talk to if you ever could. And he would make it seem like he wanted to help your career out and be like very genuine about it. So like it was hurtful and shitty to know like he wasn't the person who you thought he was, or like like or that idea of you of him that you had in your head got ruined by his actions elsewhere. So
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it sucks for everybody, and like you suffered from it too. What the girls that apparently like that were involved with him suffered from it. It sucks for a lot of people.
Yeah. And there's a
Yeah,
lot of your stories too, like of where it's like, oh, I had a collab with him or two, and he just changed a couple things and then released it as his own or own remix or something. But those people haven't even said much. I've heard a lot of people like just maybe mention it, but then never make a big deal. And I think it was the same thing with the collab. I didn't even know you guys had a collab until I was digging deep into your fucking Twitter, just looking at things to ask about and stuff. I'm like, all right, maybe maybe we'll fucking bring this shit up. I didn't know if it was even just stems or like fucking the tune, but yeah, man, if it was that far along the line where it's like a release date and shit, oh man, that sucks, bro. Right at the cusp too, like
yeah.
just a couple more weeks. But then you know what? We would have been in more sticky of a situation having to like,
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like I'm happy it happened this way. Like
yeah, sus.
it's cool. It's sus. It's sus, dude. It's so sus. Yeah. Like
It,
I don't know what to say on it besides like it's fucking weird what came out about him, and it's not right to support him. Like
yeah,
that's the best way I can say it right now. And it's super, and I get it. His lawyer was like, yo, like just hop off social media and retire. Like, that's
yeah.
your best option.
That's what you got to do. Honestly, is like, dude, just
Yeah.
the crowd is out there. You're there's no winning back over these people right now. It's you fucked up, bro. So it's just it hurts, but at the end of the day, we've learned from him in the sense of like what we like musically, what we need to do in terms of live shows. Like the dude put on a hell of a live show, and I think inspired a lot of us. And now we just need to keep being inspired by what not to do as well too. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it's just it's setting a precedent for the scene. We keep bringing it up, and fucking it gets talked about every couple weeks or something new pops out. But I mean, I think you need to learn about it too, man. You need to learn how not to act, get caught up in these weird situations too, man. It's like fuck, you got to watch out even who you're fucking with now too. Like who you just stick with the gang, stick with Wavecraft. Just
Yeah.
like fuck,
Yeah.
I know these dudes.
Yeah, dude. Right. Yeah. That's big facts. Yeah, you'll get in trouble messing with people that you're not sure about. But yeah, dude, I don't know. It's funny. Me and you both like, and dude, like even like fucking like Ash, man, like Data Byte, on Twitter, who Data Byte is.
Yeah, absolutely. He's
Dude,
coming in next week.
yo, let's go. You're getting Ash in here.
Yes, sir.
He'll go ham. He's one of the funniest motherfuckers about this shit.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm hyped. We haven't even like had a conversation really, so I'm hyped.
Yeah, dude, Ash is the man. I love Ash. I've known him, and Houston introduced me to him like 3 years ago. And he's been a friend ever since. So he's really cool, and he's worked with Bass Center directly with like releasing visuals and shit. So he'll have some cool stories to talk about.
All right, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, no, he's heartbroken as well too. It's I mean, it's the whole scene. It's the hoopers. It's promoters that were inspired. It's a lot that needs to kind of take a step back and be like, what can we do now to just make a safe environment for our people, because that's what it is at the end of the day. Like you said, it's the communal shit, and the most important thing in that is making sure everyone's fucking feeling safe at the end of the day, you know, safe and happy and shit. Providing for your squad that way, you know. I think that's what I look for in all these books and shit. It's just like how to keep people fucking entertained or happy, or like, you know, just smile a little bit, because this shit's too serious all the time, you know. That's why I goof off the way I do, I think.
Facts. No, being goofy is like the best, without a doubt.
You gotta connect to these people somehow, you know. Keep them laughing
Facts.
or some shit.
Yeah, that's why we're talking about shit posting, right? Like that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it helps. It helps. If someone else gets a laugh, fuck it. I'll be corny for a second, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day, man. But you know, I got like one or two more questions for you, like that I got. If anyone else got questions, please let us know. And then we got some tunes if you want to get into these. We got a bunch of. I'm looking at the names, and oh, it's gonna be good. We got some big boys.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
But yeah, one of my last questions is the name, man. Fryar. Is that actually your last name?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Damn. You know, I knew that too, but I had to double check, because I'm like, it sounds almost too good, you know?
Why is it too good? I think it's just random. Like, what do you mean too good?
It works as a moniker so well, like Fryar. It goes well with like Aptic. You know, it just sounds like a fucking like a moniker for music, and then it happens to be your last name too, which is dope, you know?
Yeah. I'm one of those guys, you know. That, like, I feel like Tully is also one of those names, you know.
I don't know.
Eric,
could it though? Could that?
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be it though. I don't know if that would be my whole thing.
It's somebody asked what was the book we were talking about. So the book I was talking about was Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. For somebody that asked that, that's the book we were talking about, if you're interested.
I saw someone ask before, was it called the Translations or something like that? It was like a long name, the Emperor's Translations or something. I think Darlin Sugary asked if it was the right one. She said something. The Emperor's Handbook, a new translation. A new translation of Meditations. I don't know.
There's so many, and honestly, they're all pretty much the same. Besides, like some like a prelude about him.
Oh, okay.
So I'll try and find the one that I got right now before we move on to the songs,
right.
Just so I can like be accurate with that.
Absolutely. And I got there's Fryar's command right there. Make sure to go follow the man on all the socials, dude. He's got some new tunes out. He's a funny guy on Twitter. You could keep up to date with the RuneScape progress.
Yes, sir. You fucking dude, and come play RuneScape with me, bro. Like once I need to give you some shit. Like you need all right. So this is your goal: get a fire cape and come Boston with me, and you'll rack up.
How do I get a fire cape?
Oh, yeah, you know what a fire cape is, right? Or am I?
Is that the molten cape, bro? Or what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like the pizza cape, the cape that's moving and looks like lava.
Like the hardest one to get in the game?
All right, so there's the infernal cape and then there's a fire cape, right? The infernal cape is darker red. The fire cape is brighter orange. The fire
I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've seen them. The infernal cape are the fucking OD hard ones, right? That's the one you got to go through the trials for or some shit.
Yeah, you go through like 65 waves for. I just texted you the copy of Meditations. It's called Meditations, the Philosophy Classic. That's the translation I have for anybody that was wondering.
All right.
But it doesn't matter though. If you're interested in buying it, just buy whatever translation is cheapest or looks the coolest.
Yeah, no, I'm about to cop one after this too, man. That shit is fire. It sounded good too, and I feel like just straight from the horse's mouth. That's always the kind of shit that I like. It's not like some little piece of advice that somebody made like after a college course or
it's not. It's said to be like, it's said to be like the world's best self-help book that isn't a self-help book. Like it's not meant to be a self-help book, and when you read it, you're like, oh, okay, this isn't even self-help. It's like this dude was just going through some shit, and like he wrote down the ways he went about it. I'm down. It's fucking dope. And like the first part of the chapter is like this dude talking about all the people he had in his life and what he learned from them. Like like you'd say from my dad, I learned like patience or what for some shit. Then like it makes you like actually sit down and appreciate shit you have in your life, and it's really good, really positive, but not corny or like you're. It's just cool to know this emperor wrote this shit that was like fighting fucking wars with barbarians and warring and like being like an emperor over like the world's biggest empire. It's insane. Yeah.
Sus, man.
But
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm trying to look at, bro. It's a different kind of fucking fiction than you're gonna get right now. Who's writing books right now? Kevin Hart. That's the closest.
Kevin Hart.
Charlemagne the God. Like what are we listening to right now?
Facts, bro. Fucking what's his name that does interviews all the underground rappers and shit?
No Jumper.
No Jumper. Yeah, my man Adam 22. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine. I don't know if I want to read that book, bro. That would just be so stupid.
Dude, right? Nah, his shit's funny though. Like whenever you go for long drives and just plug one of his in and like podcast in and listen to some dumb shit.
Yeah, it's a different kind of podcast. It's like so ratchet, It's fun.
Oh yeah.
Joe Rogan, you get philosophical. No Jumper, you're just like he's talking to like Selena Powell or some fucking random ethot or something.
fucking what's his name from Backstreet Boys? Or,
Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, it's I like that. That's why I'm trying to figure out what our style is right here. I think we're doing a good job of like getting in between these artists like origin stories and their lore, and then building on that too. We're talking about fucking philosophy and shit like that, So I mean, Born Eye was over here leading a little guided meditation too, so who knows, man. I try to set out to be like the funny podcast or whatever, but then it turns into what it is, and I appreciate that too, man, because you come in here with some fucking knowledge too that I wasn't expecting, or some story. We get some stories from Anna Morgan or like the scene out in Germany or some shit, and I'm like, damn, inspiring,
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Let's listen to some tunes, man. I appreciate
that. Of course, dude. Of course, man. I appreciate you being here, dude, and getting all these fucking people to submit tunes, because as we were speaking, there's more too. I'm trying to figure out who's here and who's not. Thick Boy said he was gonna dip for a second, and he was like our first guy, so we might just skip over him and go to Bromo Sapien if he's here. And if he's not here, I know iTrip's here too. But we got submissions like for the first time like a day before, man. I don't know, people are dropping shit in here. They were waiting for you.
Aw, damn. Well, I'm really happy for anybody that joined the stream and is still stuck around, dude. It's been fucking tight.
Yo, of course, man. Well, you've been spitting some knowledge, bro, and we haven't even gotten to the dank tunes, so hopefully, it just keeps getting better, baby. So, all right, I think iTrip is still iTrip. You hear my guy? And if anything, I'm going to line up the next couple too, so we don't got to do this. We don't got to pause. Usually people are always here. Unk, let's go.
Yes, sir. I think this is dropping on Wavecraft too. He sent me that.
Oh,
the
shit.
Unk release.
I do see that. It says Wavecraft Collective Headbang Society premiere. Oh, okay. All right. Is Unk here? iTrip's here. Okay, so we'll go with iTrip first and foremost. Let's go. Start this bad boy up. Phantom. Okay. All right. So he's only been producing for like 4 months, I think that was. And dude, I like it. I like the wobbles. Maybe it could use a little. I heard risers towards the end too, but maybe like a little down sweep over here, like right where it comes out, just to help ease the power, because there's a bunch of sub power right here, and then as it leans off, actually you kind of do got a down sweep. Never mind. It's kind of super airy and just I was thinking maybe even like a sub down sweep, just like a big boom kind of thing. But you have the air right there, so hey man, never mind what I just said. I'm stupid. Never mind. But you got any advice for this? You wanna say something to Mr. iTrip?
Yeah. This is the only advice I can ever give people is what I hear in my head when I listen to the song and what I would do to change it.
Absolutely. Let's hear.
There's no right way to make music. I mean, there's like a couple rules that you should probably stick with, like don't redline in your whenever you're like playing music and shit. But besides that, I think it's really fucking dope, dude. For making music for what he said, 6 months, 4 months, something like that.
Producer for 4 months. Yep. Yes, sir.
That's fucking sick, dude. That's awesome. Some things that I have to work on if I could look back at myself when I first started making music, is the hardest thing is like structuring a song to make sense. And you already kind of sound like in the song you have an idea of what the first drop and second drop and how it has similar vibes and similar sound design and cohesiveness, and that's good. Something that would help me is make a bunch of those different patterns for a drop and keep taking away the ones that you think sound worse than the ones you just made, right? Like you keep making hotter versions of the same song, and you'll come up with something I think you'll really like. It's a good learning experience, and it's a good way to make a better song. Is make this part of the song over and over again. That's the best advice I have if you want to go back, and work on some parts. Just keep making different variations of it. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Mute. Damn it. Yeah, I was saying I was on mute. Okay, so what I was saying was that what kind of when do you stop? When do you stop the new making new versions of that? Like, do you just have a gut feeling of when it's good, or is it Is it, do you give yourself a certain time period? I know Ilgate says like 30 hours or something. He'll cut on a track. He'll just stop.
Yeah, I think for me, if I'm not feeling it in the first, like, if I keep trying really hard for 30 minutes and I'm not feeling it, it's like game over. But I don't know. I feel like there's always that spark that you feel when you're making a song and it leads somewhere. But like you can always make certain parts of a song more interesting, and like that's what I really struggle with still now. And like as a new producer, it's something like I feel most people struggle with is like I think you have this really cool idea, especially with this song. It's just like how to make certain parts like be the main idea of the song instead of just something that happens in the song. You know, that's what I struggle with as somebody that's been producing for this song. You know, just having something stand out as the main part that can be remembered in a song, you know?
Yeah. No, that's actually a really good point too. Like you do a good job, especially when there's like a vocal or something, you know, to work around, like, you know, free your body and your mind or something. Like you do a really good job of actually the bass might be the driving force, but like you have these it's almost like G Jones too. Like you set a theme for the tune, you know, and it's like an underlying theme of the vocal, you know, and it might be a one-liner, but it still sets the mood of like the whole vibe of the tune, you know. It's kind of crazy. But do you do that with specifically your basses, or you try to do it with stuff like vocals, or anything that will give somebody something to latch on to?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, for this track, the best advice I have is like, you know, find something that and the listener can really latch onto and work around that, you know, and that's whatever you like as well. If there's like a really cool bass you love that you made in that song, just stick with that one idea and work everything else around that in the song, you know?
Yeah. No,
so like,
right.
Yeah, do it with like a bass, a vocal, whatever, you know, just make that your main thing.
Shit. Is it switch for you? Is that something that you like constantly are switching on, or you usually focus on drums, or what do you like putting the most work on or putting the most focus on?
I feel like basses or vocals, you know, and I feel like you do that too, right? Like
yeah, I like drums too. I've been really liking fills and stuff now too, like just adding little flavors, you know.
True.
But yeah, it's vocals too. It's something I always try to. I always find myself saying too is like maybe try to add a little vocal in there or something, you know. If something gets a little bit dry after like 2 or 3 minutes, vocals could just help. You know, switch things up a little bit, you know, give it a little bit more of a humanistic feel too. People might latch onto it a little bit better, a little bit easier.
Sure. Yeah.
But all right, I asked Unk if he was here, and he hasn't answered. What about Aptic? Because he was next. And
let's go to Aptic. Fuck yeah.
Let's go, man. Motherfucking Aptic out here. Bass 5-star. I know he got one. I just saw a couple people say be right back though, so I don't want to skip over their shit. Viral is in here. Is Aptic ready? Come on. I gotta ask everybody, huh? Maybe we'll just go over and they could just watch the VOD, if anything, because they did put them here. We got Bromo Sapien. All right, what are you feeling? Chronological order or Oh no, Aptic's here. Let's go with Aptic first.
All right, Aptic.
Right. Motherfucking Aptic. Okay, Aptic. Jesus Christ. Fuck
That's
Aptic. Well, we've heard that one before, but not like that. I feel like he gassed that one up. He beefed it up, and like there's that initial hit. That there's the down, and then it just kept getting fatter as it went on. I don't know if you were slowly increasing a dry wet on like trash or something like that, but god damn, man, insane. I don't know if it's a new master too or what, but it looks like a fat boy.
The main motif in that shit goes so fucking hard. It's like, yeah, like the bow, bow, bow. Like, that shit is super fucking hard. And how he progresses that and bounces, like, other basses back and forth, like, is probably the best, like... that's what really catches your attention in that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wonky, but it keeps you going, you know? It keeps you dancing. Yeah. Sometimes you can't dance to the wonky shit, you know? But you're just headbanging to this one, like, you're ready for it. Aptic, dope as fuck, man. So yeah, I don't know if it's a new master or what, or if you're even looking for feedback on it, because it's pretty much done. But the one thing, I don't know if this was part of the old tune right over here. There's like this chord that plays. I don't know. It just sounds a little weird, but that's literally the only thing I had to like really think about something to say off that. But it even fits in the wonky category too. So like right here, I think. Like that right there, that kind of is like weird right over here. Like whatever, that organ or something, but hey, it fits under the wonky umbrella. So if that's what you're going for, boss, like fucking balls out, balls to the walls, man. You did it. But yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it either way. I don't play out this far into songs anyway when I'm playing them live when I'm playing out live. So fuck it.
No, that shit is gas, dude. Huge ups. I just gave him a follow on SoundCloud to listen more to shit. That shit was gas.
Oh hell yeah, man! Won't be disappointed. Dude's a madman. Always throwing some heaters on there. All right, we'll go through with Bromo Sapien, and if he comes back, we'll just say he was like the third one. Go watch the VOD. Bromo usually comes through with the heat. So let's get into this one, and I know Biral's here too, so we could get into his next. And Unk whenever he shows back up. Got Thick Boy. Phantom, I can close this one. Okay. Let's go. This one is Fallen Kingdom by Bromo. Bromo, motherfucking. Oh, and Unk's here. Let's go.
It was so hard.
Only halfway through. Oh, God. Homo fucking sapien, dude.
Damn, that's some heavyweight shit right there, bro.
Yeah. Oof, man. Just like through and through, like just no breather. Just maybe around that break right here. That's about it. That's the only breather he gives you, fucking in 4 minutes. And I think that could be the third one in a row this dude has submitted that I literally have zero things to say about it. The brick, it's a nice looking wave. It's a fucking nice sounding wave. And it's gonna age like fine wine, not like milk, my friend. So yeah, I got no words of advice for that one. Just words of encouragement, man. Keep on keeping on, because that shit's fire. You want to add anything to that one?
Dude, fuck, like, I don't know what to say. That shit's gas as fuck, bro. Like, it's one of those, like, songs you would hear, like, as a teenager or some shit on, like, UKF and be like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? Like, you know, it's like one of those, like, classic dubstep bangers, but, like, new school shit.
Exactly.
It's gas. It's gas.
I love the vocal, too. I don't know if it's I wish he was here, too, just so I could ask him what it was. It sounds like the "Are You Ready, Suckers?" or whatever that one is.
Yeah.
What is that? Warriors?
Mm-hmm.
Can you dig it? Or whatever that is. But it sounds like something like that. But, yo, gas. I love the vocal, how it's stretched out like that. It's, dude, big fucking tuna. Big tuna. All right, we could get up to Viral and then Unk, because I saw Viral's here, and then backtrack up to Unk. I saw this man over here. So let's go.
Let's go. I think it's the first battle track I'll listen to. I always see him on the timeline, so I'm hyped.
Oh, shit. Okay, all right, hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's go, Viral. No pressure. Viral. fuck, bro. That was a biggie, bro. I love the fucking arpeggio, like crazy boy synth over there. The drums sounded really good. It's like a really nice kick to fit nicely in the whole mix. And that arpeggio is absolutely insane, bro. If you could get people to like jam to something like that, to literally like just like a 1/64th of like arpeggio, like you're onto something, bro. And I really I gravitate towards those things recently. And when you pulled it out at the end with this bass, like, dude, I don't know. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it because it fits perfectly where it is. But maybe have that sprinkled a little bit throughout the track too. You know, maybe during some of the arpeggios, have it just one little part of it, tease it a little bit. But that's total. Take that with a grain of salt, because I like the tune as is too, man. So that's me actively having to search for something to say about it. But it's just because I like that last part so much that I kind of want to hear more of it. But you want to throw anything on top of that?
Yeah, shit's like 12-inch cock energy, bro. Like, good shit.
Mandingo vibes.
Yeah, my man's hanging loose, bro. That shit was wild. My man found out about Ableton's art mode and turned it on free range. It was like, fuck it.
Dude. Is that what that was? Yeah, is that like, did you ARP that shit, or was that like some weird hardware synth, or what did you end up doing for that Byro? Because that shit was that's gas. When I did Space, when I made a tune kind of like this, it was me literally just fucking with the time. Like, I'd be cutting the fucking fraction up like nonstop, and it sounded like shit when I recorded the whole sound design sesh. But then when I went back and found like one little section that was really good, I just copied and pasted that and fucked around with that a lot too. But dude, you're I want to know how you made that one. That was gas.
Yeah, I was like, I think he said the Moog sub fatty with the art note on it. I think that's what he said.
Oh shit, yeah, ARP on a Moog sub fatty. Hell yeah, bro. That's big. That's big, man. And see, that's what I'm saying with your kind of tunes, man. Your sounds like a sub fatty. You know, you could have had some tunes in that I would have thought it was. Oh, okay, all right. I could see Fryar producing that tune. You know, like. But it's from a fucking Moog sub fatty. You know, how much is that? That's like a $2,000 synth, right? $1,300 or some shit. This man's making that an operator. This guy.
Shut the fuck up, nah, dude. Stop letting Brightside gas me up because I'm on his stream. But like, Viral, that shit was sick. All right, huge ups. I agree with Eric. I agree with Eric that. I think it's clean what you did at the end of the song and broke into like just a bass wobble. But I also agree that it would be nice to hear a little bit more of that in the other parts of the song as well.
Yeah. There's about like 3.5 minutes of the ARP, you know, or something, and then it gets to that wub. And we all love the wub, you know.
Yeah.
We love the wub.
It's a staple for sure.
Yeah, it's that little wobble, LFO, throw that shit on everything.
Yes, sir.
That was gas, man, though, Byro. Thank you for the submission. Everyone's coming through with the heat tonight, man. We got Unk and Scoobs up next. The Wavecraft, representing Wavecraft over here. Let's go. Snapchat filter. I had to smoke one of that.
Hell yeah, bro.
Jesus. God damn, dude. God damn.
Bro, they killed that shit.
Bro.
They fucking, oh my god. Saw waves never sounded better, bro.
Yo, for real. There was like a little I don't know if it was arpeggio or something, but that whatever that is, is it just a changing of key or something like that? It's kind of like all over the place. Is that an ARP as well too?
It says literally just a saw wave and some processing,
Jeez.
probably with an ARP on it. Yeah.
Bro, come on, today battle of the ARPs, bro. I'm loving it, man. That was God, that was a gas, bro. I love the high pitched synth just like going all over the place. You know, you don't even know where you want to go. You're just following the drums. Okay, all right.
Dude, the drums, all right, the vocal sample and the drums, it almost sounded like a Shades kind of vibe, right? In
That's
a
true.
way.
Yeah.
Like, I really fuck with that. And I think that's dropping this Friday on Wavecraft. So if you want to get your hands on it, bro, fucking look out for Friday.
Can you confirm that? Is it Friday? Because I'm gonna be looking out for that on Friday. That's absolutely insane, dude. It like just visually another brick, dude. Another fucking perfectly mixed and mastered tune. It's like really nice, hitting all the hot spots. Kick and snare is really good, and I love the vocal too. It's just it's where it needs to be, you know. It's like the Bromo Sapien tune where it's just like guiding the song like up and down, dude. Crazy one, man. This is like the fourth one in a row. I've literally had nothing to say about it, just because they've just been straight heat. It'll be on SoundCloud tomorrow at midnight. Let's go. All right, so let's keep on going, keep on trucking. If Thick Boy's back, we could get to him, but I think he's still not back. We got Jabansky, 2 from Jabansky. So what do you think? When people send us 2, we let the beat and greet guest pick. You think melodic thing or flip it?
Ah, fuck, that's a lot of pressure, bro. Yeah. Since we've been killing the heavy shit, let's go melodic. Yeah.
Okay, melodic thing, true.
Okay,
Let's go. All right, I like it.
Right.
I like it.
Because I be making melodic shit, you know, like
you do.
I feel like that. Yeah.
You do. All right. Let's see.
All right. They're saying flip it. They're saying flip it.
They're saying flip it. Oh.
The crowd does not agree, bro.
Wow.
All right. No, go back to flip it. Go back to flip it.
Damn, there was an outstanding amount of flip its. Damn. But usually I'm just at that point I'm just like fuck it. They sent 2. It's up to you at that point.
Yeah.
Sketchy Peter sent 4, and he wanted us to pick the first one, and we wound up picking the last, and it wound up being a good thing. So who knows, man? Well, hopefully Flip it's good. This is your fault if it's not, chat. All right? It's not this guy's fault.
Fucking simps.
Yo, Bromo, we did yours at 2:06. If you want to watch the video on demand, we did your song at 2 hours and 6 minutes. Fucking hats off, bro. You just missed it. It's in a sea of good music tonight. But your tune was outstanding again, and there's no feedback for it, so there was literally no feedback. It was too good.
Yeah,
so
that
hats
shit
off, brother.
slap.
Yeah,
that shit really slap, bro.
If anything, what you can do is link us your SoundCloud because we didn't get it before. So throw it in the chat if you don't mind, my man. And thank you for the submission. We got Jabansky up next with Flip It.
Oh shit.
Jablonski with motherfucking Flip V2. Flip It. Excuse me. Jablonski, I think this is the first time you've thrown a tune in the beat and greet, and I appreciate it, boss. That was dope, man. I'll throw you a follow, too. If, we're talking feedback, I would say the length, maybe. There was, like, just from here, right here, to the second drop all the way to here, which was, let's see, it's about like a minute and a half to a minute and 15 seconds of like second drop. And I think what you could do to help people play it, not just once but like twice, is cut that short and maybe either sprinkle some of the stuff in here, because you had some dope ass ideas. It's not like it's not like the bass just got repetitive, It kept evolving and kept getting cool and fucking progressively grimier. But maybe you sprinkle some of that into the second drop a little bit more and just cut a couple seconds off it, 30 seconds off of it maybe. And I think that will help the replay value, you know? People will fucking run it back instead of, you know, listening to it once and then getting their fix. But that shit was dope, man. The fucking wobbles were crazy tight. Like I said, the sound design, everything's there, you know? Maybe just a little bit condensation. But what do you think?
Yeah. So, dude, if I worked in a kitchen and I was on the grill line and I flipped shit, I would play that song all the time.
What makes you say kitchen? What makes you say a line cook? Like what?
Because you're flipping it, bro.
Oh.
Like, flipping it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, that'd be my anthem. Yeah. So that shit was hard. I think something that could add variation, and like Eric was saying, like, you know, like add replay value is like maybe like changing some octave shit that's happening for the basses. Like maybe like pitching shit up like an octave, like on a top layer, or also like you know, just fucking with the vocal, you know, getting some vocal repeats in there, like fucking with the octaves on the vocal too, or, you know, some chops more, you know, stuff like that. Then also I think shortening it is a good idea to get like the repetitiveness out of there. So like just working on how it can get repetitive is probably the best option. You know, adding more variation with the different rhythms and octave switches and stuff is probably the best way. Fryar the fry cook, yeah. Yes, sir.
I was dying at that too. Yeah, so that'd be perfect if you were Fryar the fry cook, bro. It would
bro,
that'd be
my
a perfect
anthem would
song
be
for
flip
it,
bro.
Flip
yeah,
it.
I'm gonna put this as a new Tinder bio, bro. I'm gonna do Fryar the fry cook. Flip it's gonna be my anthem,
bro.
And it's gonna be a picture of a RuneScape character with the chef's hat on.
Oh shit! Like he's cooking it up, bro.
Yeah.
What's your cooking level at?
Bro, I don't want to talk about it. What's your cooking level
mine's
at?
like 3. Mine's like 8 or something. I don't even know. I definitely don't want to talk about it. The only thing I got going for me is magic right now.
Damn, yeah. What are you flexing on magic?
I'm like 77, dude. Nothing.
That's gas. What? That's close to me. I'm like only 81. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you're 99, bro. You got all these other things. I'm just straight magic. That's all I got going. My D is like 30. My prayer is 60. That's about it.
That's still pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of big bones.
Yeah, with your fucking Bitcoin GP.
I really did, dude. That's the first thing I did was get my prayer up.
Bro, I'm reporting your ass right now, dude. I'm emailing JegX. Hold up. I'm sending them a bot of this shit.
Oh shit, bro! You got me. You got my name and everything, bro. Beefy to God.
Oh God.
Oh shit, man. Look, you heard it here. He's fucking diamond on me, bro. Fryar. You can't trust him. He claims punk rock, but then he talks to the man, dude. I don't know. He's working at a bank. I don't fucking know, man.
Bro, I'm not punk rock at all. But I need that, dude. Fuck it. On to the next one.
All right, man, we'll stop talking about it. We'll get the heat off.
Yeah, play the next one, Jeff.
All right, hey, look who we got. We got Matheny. That's how you say it, right?
All right, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Oh shit, this one's called Main Bitch.
Yo, this shit is hard.
I think he's talking about you right here, right? You're his.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. God damn. Was that like an intro or something like that, or like a, what was the word that you were talking about before? Prelude or something?
Prelude, yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
we sound so ignorant when we when we did it. I didn't know what the fuck, which word it is. So you think that's a prelude to something, the intro?
Maybe, I don't know. It was kind of like I was just making sure the levels were right and that people didn't think that nothing was coming through, because it was a little bit long of an intro. So I feel like it could be like a nice like EP intro. Oh, okay, still a work in progress. So you don't even know what you're gonna do at the beginning, or you like it like that? Because I like the ambientness, and that's why I feel like it could be like either an outro or a fucking intro, maybe even interlude, if whatever you want to call it. I'm down with it, bro.
That shit goes hard.
Yeah,
Like,
that distortion was
yeah.
insane. Like, what the fuck? What was that, bro? Like, trash or saturation on that shit? It was bumped up so much, but not overdoing it. I feel like when I just crank that shit to 100, sometimes it's just like too much. But I don't know what that was. Very tasteful, bro. I love the distortion on it. Maybe just the intro, whatever that, like, if it maybe more Foley effects kind of thing, like if you have like some birds or rain dropping, some of that, something like that, to just kind of be like, oh, what's going on here? This little interlude, this little prelude, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, man, no fucking words of, this is embarrassing to me at this point. There's no words of advice besides maybe like, keep the attention a little more in the beginning, but that serves its own purpose if it's an interlude or something along those lines. So as always, grain of salt. You want to add anything?
Joe, I would suck your cock right now, man.
Yo. Yo.
Can I say this shit on Twitch, bro? Like,
Yeah.
well, you could have told me like what I can and can't say.
No,
like,
yo, free reigns. But I think the running joke around here is Matheny is like 16 years old. I think that's what we keep hearing about.
Shut the fuck.
So,
yeah, dude.
I'm Chris Hansen. Have a seat.
Yeah. What? Yo, you're playing the long con with me, bro.
I'm gonna get you. You threatening to ruin my RuneScape account? No. It's over for you, boss. We're spreading fake news far and wide.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Someone started saying that he was like 14 or 16, and that made us like real. Oh, it was Leet. That made us really like his music a lot more. And then he came in here and was like, "Nah, dude, I'm 25 or something." And we were like, "Oh, okay." Oh shit, bro. But he had us going though.
Yeah. He does look like a 15-year-old ass.
Oh man.
Yeah, but no, he's really good, dude. If you haven't checked out any of his other music, first of all, he steals all my track title names. Like, I don't know if you just look at his track titles and look at mine, they're like, some of them are complete ripoffs. Like, I remember this one time he sent me a track. He's like, "Yo, what do you think about this?" And it was called All of a Sudden. I'm like, "Yo, you just straight up like what?" Then he sent I don't want to get into it, but like, Joe is a slept on producer, and like I know that he's super inspired by EPROM, and like I think a lot, you can tell like through a lot of his tracks, it gives the EPROM feel But for feedback for that tune, I think I already told him some feedback I had, but like I think the white noise is a little bit too harsh. Like, and that's just like mixing wise. But I think the placement is really good. Besides that, I got nothing else. I think it was really well done.
Yeah. And what white noise in what, the drop area?
Yeah. Like I think the like the crispness. Christmas. I think like the highs are probably a little bit too harsh. Oh, at least for me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was weird because last week someone said this too. It reminded me of the Spicy Boys track from last week, and we got one that I actually kind of fucked up. And the track before it, if you could see like right here on my screen, it was redlining, and people were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And then the next song was like like they did it as like an effect, you know what I mean? It sounded like it sounded like everybody was redlining and squishing this shit. And then Spicy Boys is in here fucking laughing at all of us. He's like, nah, this was funny. This is what I was trying to do. And eventually it turned into like a real crisp like sub bass, showing that he's capable of doing it. And it was just clearly like a mixing technique he was using, or mastering technique he was using. Like, so that's why I'm kind of down with it, to be honest. After hearing how like disgusting that Spicy Boys track was last week, I'm kind of down with that. So maybe I'm just tainted though. Maybe I'm just tainted to the white noise now.
No, white noise. I just know personally, whenever I hear white noise on a huge system, like it can definitely be like ear ruining. Like,
yeah. No, you're right. Actually, you're
really
right.
tame. Yeah.
White noise is becoming a really popular fucking like just bass, you know, just white noise and sub. It's just like super popular.
Yeah, like throwing a white noise and distorting it on top of like already saturated sub bass is like, like very meta of like the scene right now.
Yeah.
And it sounds so good, and like also just like automating the volume on the white noise too. Like, is it way to like sound like big brain,
like that Seppa Slug Wife kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
For real. Nah, man. Well, I dug it. That was some dope shit, man. I like, it's like different from your normal stuff too, man. It kind of had like a hip hoppy weird fucking trippiness to it, bro. But I dug it. There was some good advice from our man Fryar. And up next we got Sky Sweet. So another fucking heavy hitter. Jesus, that's what I'm saying. Today they didn't stop, dude. They didn't stop. So Sky Sweet, let's go. Let's see what you got, baby.
Randy, please keep what I tell you secret.
Promises of grand riches. Enlighten.
Basically, it's the secret society. Secret society? Basically, it's a secret society.
a work in progress. Yeah, I would say the only work in progress feeling that I got from it was like kind of around here. I don't know exactly where it was, but there was like a little bit of like over here. It feels like a full ass tune right now, you know, like it feels like that first drop is finished, and then most of that second drop feels like it's finished besides a little bit past there. And I don't know if you're looking for like variety or what, but dude, the whole rest of the tune was amazing, and you could literally just copy and paste what you had to finish that up too and fill that out. But I don't know what you're saying a work in progress, what you think it still needs, but yeah, man, I fuck with that heavy. The guitar, the didgeridoo, dude, that fire, dude. Fryar, you want to throw anything on that?
Dude, that's all I got too. It's definitely a full sounding tune with a bunch of like themes going on. Like the guitar is really fucking cool. That's what I like the best, like out of the fills.
Definitely. Yeah, that didgeridoo is what hit me too. The fucking wobbles were crazy. The mix down, if you guys could see this, it looks awesome. And at first, something that you said, I think you started today or yesterday. Like, come on, man. Like it just looks like a full ass tune right there, you know. And it sounds like it too, bro. Sky Squeed always coming fucking through. And literally, I don't even know. Yeah, another one, dude. I don't. There's like the kick is nice, the snare is nice, the fucking wobbles are mixed so nicely in there. The only thing that I would say is that last part maybe just needs a little fullness, if that's even a thing. It just needs to be filled out a little bit more. But dude, if you're just looking for variety, that's gonna come with it. So dude, shout out Sky Sweet, another great one. We're just listening to good music at this point. I'm not even critiquing. it's just listening.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just a jam session at this point.
I'm with it, dude. Guys always coming through hard body. Okay, so the next one I skipped over by accident, but here we go. Smokestacks. I seen you in the chat. Smokestacks, research chemicals. I think we're getting the wubs today. Last week we got the research chemical side. I think today we get the wubs. Let's go. Bring it back. V3.
The wubs, baby. Oh.
Smokestacks over here, coming through with the heat. I would say the only thing maybe you want to start off this one actually. You want to hit this one?
Yeah, dude. I think he hit like a sweet spot for me for like melodic bass. You know, like always respect any fellow artist that like really like focuses their song around like a melodic structure, but like carries a heavy kind of like attitude to it. You know, like I fucking really dig it actually. Then like the intro and the outro fit so well in my eyes too. Like they introduce like the progression with this cool like super deep like harmonic bass, and like I think it comes in so well with all the drum variation too. I don't know what I could say to add. Like, dude, like I'm having a problem tonight with feedback to where I really don't know what I can add. You know, like it's hard to come up on the spot something.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But,
one listen, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like maybe what you can do is, if you haven't already, added a lot of variation to LFOs on that bass, and like, you know, that could create different rhythms and movement for like for the second drop or somewhere, and, you know, instead of just keeping the blah blah blah, like, you know, you add like a blah 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 blah, and like I don't know, like that's a simple way to go about it. Then also just like changing certain wavetables after, you know.
Yeah. No, I was even thinking like it kind of gets not repetitive, but like the same synth, it could just use maybe a little like sweeping even of the EQ over here or something, or a notch filter. I feel like it's the bass. It could be all right, it either needs like a variation in the second part, or there's like this, I don't know if it's like a frequency or like a bass, like BASE bass on like a saturator or something, but I feel like it's like so close to where a sweet spot would be, but it's like one or two little notches off to where like there's just a couple frequencies that are like combating each other or just like sticking out a little bit. Maybe you just need to notch it out or EQ it out manually, like a little seek and destroy method. But it's just like a little, like maybe boost, maybe even just a frequency splitter, like a top, mid, and low, and just boost the mids or something, you know, or lower the highs. It could just be something like that, like your frequency range of that end. But that's also a personal taste to me, and I just was hearing like a little bit of like a high pitched kind of grime to it that maybe like it just could be a little cut out a little bit more. I don't know, but that's also personal taste at that point. That's me looking at something after everything else was good, like the fucking mix and the vibe in general, dude. It fucking brought us to MSG. So you know, usually you're bringing us to the smoke box, the hot box these days, but we appreciate the switch up, because this is how I found out about you, Smokestacks, was the hard body shit, you know, you and Brain Rack. But it's dope to hear you getting back into it, man. Dope shit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's Mr. Fryar's got it going a little bit, so we're gonna get through a couple more tracks as quickly as possible, and we'll either save the rest for Friday or see what's up. We'll see how we're feeling. But, dude, there were so many submissions tonight. So thank you again, man. Thank you, Fryar, for being here. Too many submissions. Holy shit. This is all from today. Look at that. God, dude. Dude. If you were in here, if you guys are in here, and you submitted a track, just make some noise real quick. I want to see who we could get to real quick. I know 5 Star's been talking. Elevate we're gonna get to, but there's people that just drop off shit and then leave, never to be heard again. Camna, we'll get to you too, baby. Okay. Hey. Yeah, man. For a new tune, that's fire, man. Literally the only thing I would have to say would be with the mix downs and whatnot. So I think that's just in due time. You know, you could clearly see there's some disparity between like the highs and the lows over here, and you just kind of want to even that out. I mean, I think that it'd just be easier to like cut this one and this one a little bit lower, or just fucking work on it as you go, because clearly you're going to be building on top of that, man. Yeah, dude, you want to add on top of that, or you want to say something about this one in particular?
I really like the clicks and the clacks. Yeah, I can't add anything besides that. I mean, I just, I dig that. It caught my attention, and it sounds cool over 808. So yeah, I like that.
It could be pretty much like a rap beat, honestly. It's pretty like open to so much. You could like literally have a rapper on that. It'd sound crazy good just the way it is too. But it's hard to judge like that early of a work in progress as well, because all I can really say is the fucking idea is dope. I can't really have the possibilities of what you could add are fucking endless. So man, just keep on at it. 5-star, you fucking know I'm down with the shit. So yeah, and like might crush that shit. And all right, let's get to like two more before we fucking let this man go. We got Camna, Spit Galore, Elevate, Optic. Okay, all right. Get to some subs. Get to some subscriber. This is where we got to play favorites, unfortunately, Got to do the subs first.
Certified free, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull get weak. Yeah, you fucking with the ass pussy. Bring a fuck in the mouth for this wet ass pussy. Everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Like a credit card, hop on top. I wanna ride, I go get what is inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. Pussy's wet, cause it's fly. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's so quick, I like this eyes. I want you to park that big black truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. I don't put it, make the scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but I ain't taking it. Look, I need a hard headed. Yeah, you fucking with some.
Goddamn, Camna. fucking tune's been out for like 3 fucking days, man. You already got that crazy ass flip. Did you have that drop and just added the dope ass lyrics to it or what, man? Cause it's a big ass tune already. It looks like it's mixed mastered. It's out tomorrow. Oh, okay, all right. It's ready. It's ready for the release. So yeah, man, it's fucking ready. Exactly. It's said enough as it is. It's fucking ready. Big fucking tune. Got my pussy wet.
Got my pussy, man. All that really matters out here.
That's all that matters, you know. Like we said. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, what can even be said about it, you know? Unless you got something to say, unless you want to add something.
It's super clean. It reminds me of like a Charles the First vibe almost, but like a heavy, slutty Charles the First.
Exactly, like a whore. Charles the Last.
Charles the fucking.
After a long list of sailors, how about that? Charles the dirty little whore. That's when you start calling him Chuck. That's not Charles anymore. That's when he's Chuck. Or Chucky.
That's Chucky, yeah. Damn.
He's not here to defend himself. We can't make fun of him. But sorry.
Yeah, my fault.
No, hey, you're good, boss. You're good. What were you feeling? Were you feeling you want to leave it on that one, or what are you thinking?
That's probably gonna be it for me, brother.
Okay.
If you want to keep going with some tunes, and if you'll have me back soon so I can do this again, man, that'd be fucking super tight.
Yo, I really 100% would love that.
Hell yeah, dude. This fucking everybody in here, dude, thank you guys for sending your tunes. I'm sorry I can't stay for more, but like all of these, dude, there's some good fucking songs played in here tonight. Thank you guys for hearing me ramble on about a bunch of, dumb shit at the beginning, but
Nah, man, you sold some books to us. You fucking got philosophical, and we love to hear the lore of Wavecraft too, man. Not only you, but you shed some light on the whole squad too.
Oh yeah.
So I really appreciate you doing this, though.
Yeah, of course, dude. I mean, I wanted to ever since I saw you getting into streaming. I was like, let's go, man. I was super hyped. And, thank you guys. Thanks for all the love. I'm glad to see a lot of familiar faces in here too, and a lot of new artists that I discovered through this. Definitely got some more follows on SoundCloud today, or followed some new artists on SoundCloud today because of this. So
definitely.
Thank you, bro. I'm about to peace out.
Hey, be well. Seriously, thank you again, man. We might continue on without you, but you know what? It won't be the same, man. It won't be the same. No one's gonna fill that hot seat without you.
Yeah. Straight from the heart. I appreciate it. Yeah,
of course.
All right.
Hey,
love you guys.
Love you too.
Y'all
man.
be safe.
Appreciate you. Be well.
Yeah.
Peace. Okay. All right, guys. Boom. Stop the video.